At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Your home for live, local sports. Varsity Sports Live delivers professional level coverage with high-quality video and broadcasters that know your schools and community.
Touchdown, Tonganoxie!
With the support of local businesses, you never pay to watch Varsity Sports. Live, local, free high school sports coverage. That's Varsity Sports Live.
Grass gets it away. Moore's down the middle. And he makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Keep up with the action at varsitysportslive.com. Live, local, free high school sports. This is your home for the Chieftains. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Kansas Insurance agents have years of industry experience. Learn more at kansasins.com.
They're going to go for the tie or the lead. Driving in like they want to go for the tie. Jason Bird able to kiss it off the glass. Broncos still in that zone. Shawnick penetrates, right hand, count the bucket! A chance to tie the game at the free throw line. That's job keeping the hip back, getting behind him now. Can he lift him up and bring him down? Executed perfectly for Brady Martin. Trying to make it too risky, but he does turn him. Tyler Chris, can he get the pinfall? He did! He does it! The young freshman is the 106 regional champion.
It's time for the Chieftains on your home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
A long stretch of the winter sports season brings us here, the final home game of the 2025 winter sports season, as the Chieftains host the Baldwin Bulldogs. Was supposed to happen 6 days ago, but Mother Nature said, let's push it back 6 days. Has us on a good stretch here over the next couple hours here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. As we cruise along into the S&S Body pregame show. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan, as always. Final regular season doubleheader here at home. There could be a couple things that could break. We could be back here potentially for a playoff game. But where things sit right now, this is anticipated to be the final matchup here at home for both the boys and girls squad. It is also senior night. Like we mentioned, it was supposed to be last Tuesday. Winter storms rolling through, pushed it back to tonight. So we're going to have action here tonight. We'll be back on the road at Ottawa tomorrow to wrap up the regular season basketball broadcast. And then we will wait and see as far as playoff action is considered. But let's talk about the games coming up here in just about 3 minutes from now, away from starting lineups and such. Lady Chieftains coming in today, partner, now 10-8. They've won double-digit games in a season for the first time since that 2011-2012 season. We've talked about all so much throughout this season. They're 6-6 now in Frontier League play. They're coming off a double-digit win on the road this past Friday on the road at Paola. They started the season 6-2, and now they've fallen to 10-8. So that tells you there's been a little bit more on the losing side over the past about month and a half or so, but it's been more of kind of a consistency thing. You win one, they lose one. That's kind of how it's been, a little bit of a 500 pattern. Looking to break it here tonight against the Baldwin team, who beat them pretty good last time they faced all by 30-plus points.
Yeah, I really look for a different game tonight because this Lady Chieftains team is much better than it was when they faced off the first time.
Yeah, that was in the middle of a stretch where the offense was really slumping. They had the game against Eudora, then on the road at Baldwin a few weeks ago. Alyssa Shonick in that Baldwin game held 3 points in that game. The rest of the offense, I believe the lead scorer was Adeline Johnson with 6 points. Everybody else was under that minimum. Definitely need to bring that better here tonight. Both these teams right about middle of the pack in 4A. Tonganoxie currently ranked 10th. Their playoff matchup, we can kind of start to forecast this as this goes in the final week for everybody. Tonganoxie currently the 10 seed. They would be at Wamego for their first playoff matchup. Wamego would be the 7th seed. The winner of that would more than likely go on to take on the 3 seed Topeka Hayden Wildcats up and in Topeka. Meanwhile, for Baldwin, they're just a spot above the Lady Chieftains, currently 9th in 4A with a 12-6 overall record, 7-5 in league play. They're coming in pretty with a hot hand. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Like we mentioned, they won the last matchup 55-20 against Tonganoxie. Expect a different matchup, a different game. Everybody, including Coach Eckert and his team, especially here tonight. Like we mentioned, it is senior night. It is anticipated all these senior night festivities. I believe it'll be, since there's no seniors on the girls' teams, it'll be boys basketball, dance, the Chieftain Stars team, and the cheer squad as well. I think so. All 3 of those 3 teams collectively, their senior nights will take place in between the boys and girls varsity matchup. Of course, we will have those streamed for you right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. You've been watching the S&S Body pregame show as we get ready to send it down for our starting lineups in this evening's contest. These are brought to you by Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com. Getting with a little bit of an earlier start here tonight as usual. JV matchup wrapping up a few minutes earlier. As now we just send it down, waiting for the final few moments, getting the starting 5 for both the Chieftains and the Bulldogs. Second and more likely final matchup between these two, unless they meet in the postseason later on down the road. More likely that matchup will be happening in Salina if it does happen, which I think if you tell both these teams, they're going to take that right away. It does not matter. But we got the second and final regular season matchup here for you right now as we step aside on Tonganoxie and Baldwin Sports Live as we get our starting 5.
We invite you to remain seated at halftime of tonight's game for a performance from our Chieftain cheer team. And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Baldwin, number 1, a 5'4" sophomore, Shay Griffin. For Tonganoxie, number 1, a 5'3" junior, Alyssa Shonick. For Baldwin, number 2, a 5'3" junior, Chloe Neufeld. For Tonganoxie, number 2, 5'6" junior, Kalia Baldwin. For Tonganoxie, number 13, a 5'7" senior, Lauren Bird. For Tonganoxie, number 15, a 5'4" junior, Emerson Maslach. For Baldwin, number 15, a 5'8" sophomore, Audrey Searle. For Tonganoxie, number 22, a 5'3" junior, Jayla Herrera. For Baldwin, number 22, a 5'10" sophomore, Peyton Wright. And for Tonganoxie, number 33, a 6'1" sophomore, Andy Schooler. And coaches for tonight's game, for Baldwin, Kara Rowland, for Tonganoxie, Austin Eckert.
Right, so there you go. Those were your Wizard of Paws starting lineups tonight. Opening tip-off, game one of our doubleheader between the Chieftains and the Bulldogs, presented by Lynch Real Estate, your hometown real estate company that will help you buy your next home and make your real estate dreams come true. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust. As always, now time to give some keys of the game, keys of victory in this one, brought to you by First Security Bank. Stop by and meet their friendly staff today at 415 Stone Creek Drive here in Tonganoxie. First Security Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Partner, keys to a victory. What does it look like tonight for this Lady Chieftain squad?
Yeah, the biggest thing is Alyssa Shonick's got to have her normal night. I think she averages around 20 points a game. She only had 3 last time, so that's the biggest thing. And then Addie Schooler could be a big help to her in the paint. Let's see what they can do here.
Definitely the two names you mentioned there for Tongi Schooler and Shonick. Definitely going to need their best 8 games tonight to go right down low through the double team. A little off on the shot is Schooler, and an early rebound for Searle.
You like that look. Got a foul.
That was hustling her way up the floor. That's the sophomore Peyton Wright for Baldwin as she is fouled, and that is already going to be our first trip to the free throw line here, just about 22 seconds into this contest, as the foul will be given to Emerson Maslak.
It's a nice stroke.
And this Baldwin team, just like the Tongi team, really not a whole lot of seniors on the team. There's a couple here and there. Tongi has 0 seniors on their squad, so both these clubs, both these teams, very young and getting a lot of varsity experience. They're going to be returning back to the hardwood even a year from now and for years to come. Shonick, she'll take the 3 off the feed from Schooler, leaves it short. Addie fighting for the board near the baseline, ricocheted out of bounds. And it stays down here at this end. You had Jayla Herrera also fighting underneath Chloe Neufeld for Baldwin, trying to save it. But it stays here, Herrera into the starting 5. Usually see Farrah Halsa into that spot, but it looks like Farrah will be coming off the bench today. She is suited up, so expect to see her later on. Here is Herrera. Her shot just off, goes out of bounds. Baldwin basketball.
Yeah, Baldwin's in man-to-man defense here. Let's see how the Chieftains line up here. Looks like they're going to go man as well.
Back it down is Searle, now hands it off on the baseline, drives, pivoting around was Neufeld. Now it's in the hands of Griffith up top. Going to drive right, has Jayla Herrera right in front of her, coming up 10 seconds on the shot clock. Skips it back to Searle, who give it right back to Neufeld. Gets the call from head coach Kara Rowland. Got an attack here, under 5. She does just that. Open lane on the left, able to penetrate. Can't finish on the lay-in. Here comes Tongi back the other way with Shonick on the right side. Had it poked loose, has to kick it away. Overhead from Baldock to Herrera, down low again to Schooler. Multiple purple jerseys. She's going to go up and just off on the glass, almost able to track down the board, but it's Laurenberg that controls.
Baldwin's collapsing on her when she gets it in the paint, which is that's solid defense.
You can tell anytime she touches it, 2 or 3 purple jerseys immediately closing in on her.
But that means one of her teammates is open for a shot.
Exactly it. Stop on nearly.
Looked like a travel.
Could have been a travel call. They let things go. Pop up, no good. Baldock grabs down the board on the miss from Berg.
Both teams pretty cold so far. Only points are from the line.
Behind the back, Shonick with space. Takes the 3, can't knock it down. Another board here for Neufeld.
Partner, it almost looks like Alyssa knows she's got to have a big game tonight in order for them to have a chance to win.
And that's another thing underneath you really cannot afford to have. That was a nice dish inside to Audrey Searle. She had 1 shot missed, able to get her own board. You got to find a way to limit these Bulldogs to just 1 opportunity per possession, as that's a second team foul underneath for the Chieftains as they give it to Kalia Baldock for her first. And back to the free throw line, where so far all 3 points in this game have come from. So the first one falls down for Searle, and we will welcome in Emerson Nye into the game first time today for Baldwin. Second free throw on the way, good from Searle. So 4-0 advantage to Baldwin early on here.
Baldwin taking advantage of the free throw line so far. Drive by Herrera. Back out.
Baldock, another three on the way for Tongi. Haven't hit one yet. Still looking for their first points as we close in on 5 to go in the first quarter. 3 minutes in.
I don't think they want to give up on trying to get it inside. I think that's the best form of attack for the Lady Chieftains.
Griffith that time was able to penetrate, and they're going to get the foul on Shonick, raking the arm as she was trying to knock that ball loose. And just like that, a pair of substitutions will come in for Tongi with Halsa alongside Kaylin Weehee as they check in. Kalia Baldock, Emerson Maslak will check out. Long range two, good.
Yeah, I think coach is trying to get a little bit more height in there.
That was Lauren Berg that decided to take that shot. Nobody in a white jersey really in the same zip code as her, so plenty of space, takes a shot just like it's pregame warm-ups.
And like we've said over the years, partner, with Weehee getting this extra time on varsity as a freshman, they can only make this team better.
Shonick dribbling a kick out, three on the way. Halsa trying to knock down her first, but it does not go.
Putting up a lot of threes. See him drive and attack the paint.
That's what Berg is looking to do here. She does just that and count the buckets. So an 8-0 run thus far for Baldwin. Berg looking to make it a 9-0 run. And that's already the fourth team foul now for Tonganoxie.
Yep.
And the second on Alyssa, so you can definitely do not like to see that early here. And it looks like Coach Eckert's going to take a quick timeout here. Not liking the way this game has started off for his team. 8-0 run, looking to be a 9-0 run. Lauren Berg trying to cap off the three-point play when we return on Tongi Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Lauren Berg back to the free throw line as Baldwin offense has been off to a good start here. They got their first 4 points of the game from the free throw line, and they get point number 9 there as Berg able to cap off the three-point play. A 9-0 run here for the Bulldogs, very similar to how they kind of started the first matchup back in January against the Chieftains. They just got out on a quick start, got in front, double figures early, never really looked back in that game. That ended in a final score of 55-20, so a 35-point win for the Bulldogs. And a lot of the shots so far here for Tongi have been from downtown. Another one there for Herrera missed, and it's an ice-cold shooting night. Here's an open look. That one doesn't go. An offensive board, going to clear it back out, Neufeld. And another chance here for Baldwin.
Chieftains need to block out.
Berg right back inside, goes through Schooler and Weehee and count the bucket again.
Chieftains need to get a stop here.
Lauren Berg off to a good start, 7 of the 11 belonging to her. Chieftains in desperate need of an answer here. Maslak looking for an answer. Hard iron, pulled down underneath by Berg.
They're not even trying to get it inside.
Takes the three. This is Searle, and she knocks it down. A straightaway look for Audrey Searle.
14-0 run. Take it to the hoop.
Weehee is fouled. So the first chance for really good points here for Tonganoxie is going to come at the free throw line. The first team foul coming at the 3-minute mark here for Baldwin.
Weehee at the line shooting 2.
First foul of the game for Berg. Weehee will go to the line, and she rattles the first one home.
22 right into the game for Baldwin.
Now bring Peyton Wright back off the bench for the Bulldogs. She'll bring out Chloe Neufeld. Weehee looking to knock down the back end. Well, 2 free throws, high arc, and leaves it short.
A little bit too much on that one.
So now you have Olivia Henry checking in as well for the Bulldogs.
It looks like Shawnick's going to have to sit out the rest of this quarter.
There's a turnover. Maslak taking advantage of the bobbled basketball. She goes to the rack and is fouled. Runs into the bottom padding of the stanchion underneath, running stride for stride with her.
That was on Wright, her first.
That was Peyton Wright.
The line, shooting 2 shots.
So now she will pick up her first foul here, and back to the free throw line for Tongi Emerson Maslak. First one on the way, nothing but net. Which is even more important because when you get off to these slower starts in these kind of games, you're already down. You're looking up 12 right now, looking at least make it 11. But when you get to the free throw line, got to take advantage of these looks and these opportunities.
Yep.
So far, Tongi had a 2-for-4 clip. 1 for Weehee, 1 for Maslak. All the scoring thus far for Tonganoxie. Berg leading the way for Baldwin with 7. Here's a nice drive on the inside, step around, kissing it off the glass. Cammie Collum gets that one to go. Maslak, I think he tried to pass that off at the last second, was looking for Weehee, but they call it an offensive foul, as initially it looked like they were going to say a foul on Baldwin.
Wow.
Out of control foul on Maslak, what the official says. Coach Eckert voicing his displeasure.
Really
got to be
upset.
careful not to pick up an early technical. It's a 15 foul now in this first quarter, so 2:25 remaining. Baldwin in the bonus the rest of the way.
Yeah, they don't need any help.
That's now 2 fouls on Shawnick, 2 fouls on Maslak, 2 of your leading producers and leaders of this team in foul trouble, and both currently on the bench. And Baldwin going right down underneath, but a whistle will stop that possession. They were trying to go underneath to Olivia Henry, had a good look. So you got Hulsa, Herrera, Baldock, Schooler, and Weehee, the 5 out for Tonganoxie. You mentioned Maslak and Shawnick both in some foul trouble. Here's a nice behind-the-back motion from Herrera, gives it to Schooler, and a double dribble, and she had a hard time handling it initially, wanted to get off and go, but the double dribble comes in.
Turnovers have been a problem for the ladies all year long, and it's rearing its head again.
At the elbow, goes off the sneaker of Schooler. It's collected in by Berg. Goes over to the far corner on the way. Collum, no good. Off the heel, and Hulsa pulls down the board for Tongi. Driving near the baseline, bobbled it, and basically working as like a 3-on-1 trap there. 2 purple jerseys plus the baseline. It was really tough position for Herrera. Bobbled it off her own self. Another turnover here for Tongi. They have not been doing themselves any favor this first quarter.
They really haven't.
Goes in the final minute and a half. Somehow Wright was able to collect that, had it poked loose. Nobody got on top of it. Berg collects. Was looking for her 8th and 9th points there, but can't get it to fall. A good look nonetheless off the kind of slight delay there after that ball was put down on the court. Baldock will put it on the ground, going to her right, hands it off to Weehee.
I don't know why they're not posting Hattie.
Yeah, there's really nobody in the lane. Everybody is beyond the 3-point line. Now they got Weehee at the low post. Herrera trying to drive, good spin move, create space, trying to pass it out. Colliding with each other. Initially on that hand it was Nye, and now it's in the hands coming up the floor of Collum as she'll slow things down. Another takeaway here for Baldwin. Berg thought about the 3, head fakes, get by. Clean block from Schooler using the long reach to her advantage. Drive in, Nye gets it to go. Excuse me, that's Collum.
Baldwin's just attacking the paint.
So even when Tongi's able to get a good defensive stop, the block there from Schooler goes right to a purple jersey, and credit to Collum, goes right down the baseline, a little pop shot, and it goes in. Now a 16-point lead. It has been all Baldwin in this first quarter, under 15 to go. Herrera, 3 on the way, good. And a much-needed one there for Tonganoxie on an offense that has not found its footing in this first quarter. A potential great into it there, and now a stop on the defensive end. It goes out of bounds, horn sounds. Are they going to add on a 10th of a second or 2? It looks like we will just go to the second quarter. So that 3 from Jayla Herrera is how we close out the dominant first quarter by the Bulldogs. They lead at 18-5 as we'll be back with second quarter action on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay. Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
So good news for the Chieftains right now in this second quarter. There's really no direction to go but up after ending the first quarter down 18-5 to the Baldwin Bulldogs. Totally dominant in that first quarter. Baldwin shooting 46.2%. Tonganoxie just 10% from the field. Here's another nice drive around and able to get it to finish. That's Shea Griffith. So Baldwin the first to crack 20 in this game. Adlin Johnson in for the game for Tongi for the first time today, the young freshman. Herrera, can she go back-to-back? She can't, but she is fouled on the shot. Logan Scobie. And they're going to say foul on the floor. So Scobie picks up the foul regardless. Coach Eckert for Tonganoxie trying to argue she was in the act of shooting, and we're going to see a technical in here, and there it is. So it's not the biggest surprise here, I don't think. There definitely have been a couple of things that have gone not the way of head coach Austin Eckert, first-year head coach for the Chieftains, and that will slow things down as we're going to come back to this end of the floor, and we're going to have some technical free throws here for the Bulldogs. It'll be Scobie to take those free throws. So now looking back, I mean, shot was definitely up and in the air. Whistle didn't even come in until, I mean, it was coming off the rim, off the board, and I could definitely see the frustration for Coach Eckert of why he thought that it should have been a shooting foul, which I'm following the ball up through the air. I know you're running it over there, but nonetheless, I mean, that stops another potential Chieftain possession, which looked like was going to be 3 Jayla Herrera free throws. Instead, it is 2 free throws for Scobie off the technical foul for Coach Eckert, and Baldwin gets the basketball. Scobie went 0 for 2, so it stays 20-5 underneath. Good post move underneath, and Audrey Searle having a pretty good game herself. Lauren Berg in there as well. Off to a good start for the Bulldogs. Berg's got 7, Collin with 4, Searle with 7 as well. So her and Berg leading the charge as high off the glass, can't get it to fall through contact. Emerson Maslak will go back to the line for Tonganoxie. We also mentioned 2 turnovers being a problem. 4 in that first quarter for Tonganoxie, just 2 for Baldwin, but definitely the shooting percentage from the field, just 10% for Tongi, 12.5% from downtown, 50% from the free throw line, and you're looking up right now, you definitely got to try to get more production on the floor.
Well, they're taking so many three-pointers, you know, those are low percentage shots. They're not able to get the ball into the paint and finish effectively.
Addie Schooler back on the floor. She joins Maslak, Johnson, Herrera, and Shawnick, who was limited in that first quarter after picking up 2 personal fouls. Her and Maslak each with 2 personals. Both are still out on the floor. Maslak knocks down on the back end. 22-6 ball game now. Searle underneath. Nice move, just going right at Schooler.
Yeah.
Searle for 2.
So now the leading scorer for the game and for the Bulldogs, Audrey Searle with 9. Knocking on the door of double figures. Could be a potential double-double game for her. Schooler underneath gets one to go off the glass, and a much-needed one again for Tonga. She was able to finish off the feed from Alyssa Schoenig.
Need a lot more of that.
That one good for Chloe Neufeld. Nice looking shot there. Baldwin able to answer. Closing in on a potential 20-point lead. Another feed underneath goes awry, trying to find it down to Schooler. Instead, coming back the other way is Neufeld, who feeds it. Extra pass, open look, easy buckets. Emerson Nye, and another timeout will be taken by Tonganoxie.
No weak side help there by the Chieftains, and that's just what coach is going to talk to them about.
It is now a 20-point lead for the Bulldogs, starting to run away with this one, looking to put it away potentially. 28-8, Baldwin on top of Tonga when we return on Tonga Sports Live.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Inviting, connecting, serving, and growing. That's Grounded Coffee House in downtown Tonganoxie. Enjoy the best cup of coffee in town 6 days a week and pair it with freshly made from scratch pastries, muffins, cinnamon rolls, and so much more. Plus, check out their beautiful event center, Grace Hall. Perfect for your next gathering, celebration, wedding, and party. All profits go towards local and international charitable projects and organizations. Drink local, support local at Grounded Coffee House. Place your order for dine-in or carry-out at groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org.
Tongi back with the basketball, down by 20 as they are in desperate need of an offensive surge here. Need to go on a little bit of a run to try to cut into this deficit. Johnson trying to help, can't knock down the three. A good offensive board, can't finish on the touch is Schooler. And last out of bounds on Schoenig. Another arrow going the way of the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Well, it's a good rebound by Schooler. She just wasn't able to finish on the putback.
We've seen it for Addie. That was the goal early here for the Chieftains, was to go down low. They wanted to get it to Addie Schooler. They fed it to her the first 3 or 4 times. She was double, if not triple teamed on those efforts. So that led her to start passing them out. The three-point shooting has been very cold for Tonganoxie. Outside of the 3 at the end of the first quarter for Jayla Herrera. Outside of that, it has been 0 from beyond the arc. I'm coming from the free throw line. Addie Schooler with the field goal. She's got 2 points. Hands it off to Schoenig. That's the shot up. A little partially deflected by Nye. They're going to call the foul. First of the game for Emerson Nye. First free throw trip tonight for Alyssa Schoenig.
Well, I like to see Alyssa being aggressive like that, attacking the paint, because, you know, good things usually happen.
And they have one of the better free throw shooters of the season for Tongi, right around 62% on the year. Big reason why this team is out to their best season in a dozen years now, of currently 10-8. First time they've won 10 or more games in a season since that 2011-2012 season. This, regardless of how this game finishes, and the game tomorrow night on the road at Ottawa in the regular season finale, Tonganoxie, the Lady Chieftain squad, will be playing in the postseason, as will these Baldwin Bulldogs. There's a good effort on the floor. Farrah Halsa, don't tell her it's a 19-point game right now. Great hustle, giving it to Schoenig up the way, trying to finish it, maybe trying to do a little bit too much there. Here comes Baldwin the other way.
Forced that one just a little bit.
You mentioned it earlier that I think you could tell she feels a little bit of the pressure that she puts on herself. Here's one, got a piece of it, Adlin Johnson denying that shot. I think that's something, you know, the way she started off this season, very, very hot.
There you go.
Alyssa Schoenig, as the ball works its way down low to Addie Schooler. She's able to finish.
Through a double team.
Chieftains now in double figures.
And what I like about that, Addie caught that ball high, kept it high, and just turned around and scored.
Shonik fights off the screen near the baseline, looking for help. Passing it off, and she finds it to an open Lauren Berg, who lays it in off the glass. Nice find. Maslak gets around right, can't finish with the right hand. Baldwin up the floor, trying to stop ball. Instead, she will slow it down as column. Neufeld goes right by Halsa with the left hand, count the bucket for Chloe Neufeld.
She's been deadly when she gets in the paint.
Foul on Schooler with contact on the elbow. And what they say is Henry checks in for Searle for the Bulldogs. Another and one opportunity at the free throw line. Chloe Neufeld knocks it down. So just when you kind of were starting to feel the Chieftains starting to get a little bit of momentum built up there,
yep.
Chloe Neufeld and company just wiping it out. Lauren Berg with the 2 points on the possession before. And back out to a 22-point lead. Maslak for three. Long, Schooler fighting for the offensive board, and they're going to get her with a push in the back. So for Addie, who this season, that's really been one of the big knocks on her and her performance, that she does tend to get in foul trouble fairly early on in games. She had 0 throughout the first quarter, was chugging along pretty well as we're under halfway here to go in the second quarter in the first half, and she picks up 2 fouls pretty quick, so that brings her out of the game with her 2 personal fouls, and more than likely will sit this remaining 3 minutes. Here's Shonik is intercepting that one, and a foul will be called on Henry, trying to go for the jump ball there, was trying to twist it out of the hands of Shonik. Only problem is she threw Shonik down to the ground. That's how tight of a grip Alyssa had on that basketball. First of the game on Olivia Henry. So we dip under 3 to play till halftime. 22-point lead for Baldwin. Jumped down this game to a 9-0 run, have not looked back since. Tongi trying to close that gap. Maslak takes it in, couple of bounces, and it does not go on the back iron. Loose ball near the baseline. Weehee comes flying in at the last second, and a whistle comes in, but I believe it was a timeout for Baldwin and Coach Kara Rowland to keep possession with her team. As
I didn't think she had possession though to call timeout.
It was pretty close. She kind of had it on the ground, trapped to her hip or around to her back, and timeout comes in. It looks like it is just a quick 30-second timeout, so it will stay Bulldog basketball right now. This presentation of Chieftain Athletics Site presented in part by the Tonganoxie Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audiobooks when you can stream them for free with a Tonganoxie Library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. Also by Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Whether you're in high school or after graduation, KCKCC is in your backyard. Check out how college can help you today at kckcc.edu, the official higher education partners of Tonganoxie Sports Live. Want to welcome in our friends over at Baldwin Sports Live as well, watching along tonight via the simulcast. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan here. Taking over tonight. I know you guys are very used to listening along to Ryan Hilmer, one of the better broadcasters we have alongside here on our team at Varsity Sports Live. Ryan, hope you're enjoying the night here. Bulldogs off to a good start, but we got a foul here, and that'll be the second of the game on Henry, so that will stop that offensive possession from developing out as Henry will come out of the game. Audrey Searle will check right back in for Baldwin.
Yeah, I believe she got called on a little screen.
Shonik for 2.
Shonik finishes with the right hand from the left side. Nicely done.
Taking us closer to about 2 minutes to go, and here's on the deflected pass. Shonik controls up the floor, crossing pass by Neufeld, skips it to Halsa, open, and a quick 4-0 spurt here for the Chieftains. Another good K's defense turning into offense there for the Chieftains out in transition, and Farrah Halsa finishes on the feed from Shonik, looking to get another stop on defense. Shot on the way, no good. Column. Berg flies in for the rebound and takes it right back up and able to finish. Lauren Berg out of the first half. 11 points for her now as we just go under a minute and a half till halftime. The final 90 seconds and counting as Maslak again attacks to the rim and is fouled.
Fouls on Wright, her second.
Second personal foul for Peyton Wright.
Maslak at the line.
Emerson Maslak back to the free throw line. Sorry, 5 team fouls now for Baldwin, just 3 in this quarter for Tonganoxie. Multiple players on both teams with 2 or more personal fouls. I don't believe we have anybody at 3 yet. Both coaches have done a good job of any players getting in any type of foul trouble, bringing them out of the game, sitting them. It's part of the reason Addie Schooler's been off the floor right now. She picked up 2 quick fouls under 3 minutes to go in this quarter. Looks like we will see her back into the start of the second half. Maslak goes 2 for 2 on that trip. Baldwin looking to answer. Column on the near corner 3. It's too strong, and Maslak able to get the rebound. Griffith almost poking it away. And she will bring it across the timeline as time was starting to get a little bit short. Final minute till half. Baldwin with the 18-point lead. Schoenig through multiple defenders, draws the foul again. This one will be on Berg. Trying to plead her case with the official as he walks away, says, what more can I really do there? And Schoenig weaved her way through about 2 or 3 different purple jerseys, collided with Berger, and now they get it to Neufeld. So just the first of the game for Chloe Neufeld. So that definitely explains the look on Berg's face. Initially thought that she was going to be the one called with the foul, saying, how is that? But free throws for Schoenig, goes 1 for 2. Brings Jayla Herrera back out on the floor. Alyssa will come out. And with the clock stop, potentially, Chieftains with the basketball. You could see Coach Ecker put her back into the game. We're approaching final 45 seconds.
He doesn't want her to pick up that 3rd foul. It's under a minute to play.
Searle draws the double team, finds it to Berg, gets by Baldock. Another finish with the left hand. Laura Berg, it has been almost too easy tonight for Lauren Berg.
Yeah, definitely the Chieftains have not had an answer for her.
Been dominating in the paint. Baldock 3 on the way, looked good, just off. Under 20, shot clock is off. Baldwin could hold for the final shot on this possession. Let's see what they want to do, and it appears the way Neufeld backed it off there, they want to chew out this remaining clock. 10 seconds now. Back in the hands of Chloe Neufeld. 5, Neufeld. Hands to Column. Herrera closing out from the right elbow. Good if it goes, it does not. Good looking shot to close out the first half for Baldwin as they are just a point shy of a 20-point lead going into the halftime locker room. Pure dominance from the Bulldogs thus far. As we'll be back to break down this first half and more with our White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information and become a member today by visiting their website, TonganoxieBusinessAssociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Family-owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a fifth-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be a breed-specific trim or an adorable, cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities and space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Looking back in here onto Tonganoxie Sports Live, we had hit halftime, first game of our doubleheader today between Tonganoxie and Baldwin. The White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show. White Birch Properties and their team are ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-107 to speak with one of their agents today. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Dridden. Halftime score, Tonganoxie 18, Baldwin 37, a 19-point lead for the Bulldogs. And if anybody is in the doghouse right now, I think you got the Bulldogs. They're out rolling around in the grass right now. They really have enjoyed the way that first half went. I mean, they got out on a quick 9-0 run. They ended the first quarter outscoring the Chieftains 18-5, and then they put up 19 more in the second quarter at 19-13. Baldwin still winning in that advantage. And we've seen a couple of these timeouts for Tongi, and it's been some pretty high-spirited conversations so far. They know that they can play better. Coach Eckert wants to see his team play better. And the players want to try to play better too. Yeah. But so far in that first half, at least for the majority of the part, it definitely was not going their way.
Well, it almost looks like the Chieftains are pressing. They haven't looked sharp at all. But the biggest thing that jumps out to me, partner, is the rebounds. If you look at rebounding, it's total rebounds 20-9
in favor of
Baldwin. Right. Yeah, and that's just killing them. And defensive rebounds, they're ahead in that regard too. I mean, defensive rebounds, they got 16, and offensive rebounds, they have 4. That means they have extra chances. So not a good half for the Lady Chieftains. Hopefully they can put it behind them. They only shot 23.8%.
Right.
And Baldwin shot 55.6%. Baldwin doing a good job from the line. They're hitting 75%, 6 of 8. And the Chieftains hitting 58%, 7 of 12. So going to have some better numbers than that this second half if the Chieftains want to come back.
Run through the point totals real quick. We'll start first with Baldwin. You have Griffith with 2, Neufeld with 5, Collin with 4, Nye with 2, Searle with 9 underneath, with Peyton Wright with 2 right after that. But it's been Audrey Searle with her 9 points, 3 of 5 total from the field. And you also have Lauren Berg in there, 13 points for her, 6 of 9 shooting from the field. Both that tandem of Searle and Berg, they had just been nearly unstoppable so far in this game. And looking at, I'm trying to look for points. Is there a points in the paint, Martin? There is points in the paint. It only has it at 4-0, which I know that is not the That is not the total for that, but that is where Baldwin has been doing their damage. It's been inside, down low in the paint, and we mentioned with some of the foul trouble for Tongi, we saw Shonik and Mazlak were very limited over half of that first quarter. Schooler missing the final few minutes of the second quarter with her foul trouble as well. But definitely, we're talking about keys to the second half. My First Security Bank for Tongi, you definitely got to find a way to collapse a little bit on the paint in the lane. You cannot let Berg and Searle just continue to come out and dominate. And as for offense, it's the exact opposite. Need to try to get it down into the paint. We saw him try to do that early with Schooler. The first handful of attempts, she was facing double or triple teams. They were trying to kick it back out, see if they could get the hot hand going from three. They have not been able to. That first half, 1 of 11 from downtown for Tongi. So odds are showing they might get a couple more to fall in this second half, but nothing super drastic enough for them to keep firing up to put up 11 more in the second half. Got to try to find a getaway down low, get Schooler, Weehee, Baldock, somebody, I'm not sure, try to get the pick and roll game going, get Shonik free, let her try to go to work. So we saw it in that second quarter too, when they were able to get momentum going down inside on the drives, whether it was Mazlak or Shonik or whoever else it was. They were able to draw some contacts and get to the free throw line. That can also be used to their benefit in this second half as well. Trying to come back from now 19 points down. This is going to be
I'd really like to see the Chieftains go to a zone defense. I mean, the man-to-man, they're just getting killed. So I'd like to see them switch it up to a zone and put Addie Schooler in the post to protect the rim a little bit more.
Yeah, we've seen they like to go in a 2-3 zone, and we've seen that give some the oppositions on offense very many fits throughout this season. So I'll be curious to see if Coach Ecker does that again.
The man defense is not working out for the Chieftains so far tonight. It's time to try something different, I think.
Yep, we'll see what they do. Under 2 to go until we start the second half here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. You've been watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
2 quarters down, 2 more to go here. Game 1 of our doubleheader between Tonganoxie and Baldwin here inside at Chieftain Arena. The regular season finale at home for Tonganoxie. I've enjoyed a pretty good stretch of home games since about January on here. It's been a pretty good stretch. You also get with the Tonga Invitational Basketball Tournament in there as well. They're going to finish out on the road tomorrow night at Ottawa. You can stream both those games right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Girls game will start at 6 o'clock. Boys to follow right around 7:30. It'll probably be a little bit later because I imagine Ottawa, they'll be celebrating their senior night festivities as well. But nonetheless, catch the action here on Tongi Sports Live as we open up the second half with a 3 downtown from Melissa Shonik just off the mark. Here come the Bulldogs on their first offensive trip. And they started the game on a 9-0 run. There's an offensive foul. They'll give that to Wright as she ran right through Jayla Herrera. It's the third of the game now for Peyton Wright. I believe the first player for either team to have 3 or more fouls, so that makes her come right out of the game. Emerson Nye will check in for her. Not to mention that dominance in the first half for Baldwin. Am I ever going to be able to finish my thought? Now we got the whistles. They're going to bring them back here. So looks like still Chieftain basketball here. But for Baldwin, open up on a 9-0 run. They used an 18-2 run in that first half to really just put the distance between themselves and Tonganoxie. It went out to that 19-point lead at halftime. Now you got the Chieftains. It's still some ball game left to make some magic happen, make some chaos ensue, and there's a good start there. A three in the near corner for Jayla Herrera, her second from downtown. And that's a good step forward in the hopes of Tongi trying to make this big comeback.
Chieftains staying in the man defense.
Berg right at Schooler, draws contact again, and that's, if you're just joining in, that's been one of the big things on the offensive end for Baldwin tonight. Lauren Berg doing exactly that. Third foul now for Addie Schooler. Her shot rattles in and out for Berg on the first attempt, so Baldwin still be looking for their first points here in the second half. Have to wait just a couple of seconds longer potentially. See if Berg can knock down on the back end. Takes her time, shot on the way, short on the iron, and Schooler eventually collects for Tongi. So wait a little bit longer for Baldwin. Looking for their first points here in the start of the second half. Shonick, head of steam, right side, gets it to go.
Shonick for two.
Oh, so dangerous when she gets that hesitation, that much hardwood floor between her and a defender and her and the rim. She goes right at it on the right side, able to put enough English on it off the glass to get it to go. There's a three in the near corner. On the way, no good. Loose ball. Maslak had it, clotheslined. Incidental, of course, it was her and Shea Griffith both going for that basketball. Maslak kind of took it right around the chest, head, and neck area, some incidental contact.
Jumped right up and was clapping her hands, so
yeah,
tough young lady.
So it's just two players hustling over to the basketball. Unfortunate for Griffith, just kind of got caught in no man's land, picks up her first foul of the game. And Nash picks up her second right there on the reach-in, trying to knock it loose from Shonick. So 2 fouls for Shea Griffith in the span of about 5 seconds of game time.
Her second, team's third.
This is a big chance here for Tongi as they go right underneath Schooler. Too strong on the left-handed shot. Was trying to put it in over Searle and now throws it away, trying to clear it back out to Maslak. A big missed opportunity here for the Chieftains as we go back up the floor. Shot does not go. Foul is on the floor. Chloe Neufeld can't believe it. But it'll stay here with the Bulldogs as the foul will be called in on Kalia Baldock, her second. 2 team fouls for the Chieftains, 3 early in this third quarter for Baldwin. Still have about 6 and change to play. Neufeld weaves her way through. Extra pass made to Griffith. Can't knock down the 3, but the long board goes right over to Nye. Barely had to move for it, but here's a travel. That will create the turnover and an empty possession. I think if you're Tongi right now, you couldn't really ask for a much better few minutes of this third quarter to go. You've held Baldwin scoreless, and you're thinking right now for Schooler, she knocks down that good look she had before. It's a 12-point game right now. There's still a chance to do some damage here on this offensive possession. Let's see what they can do. Herrera for 3. And Shonick just takes that one away from Griffith, kicks it in off the glass. And that is just pure determination there for Alyssa Shonick, making that one go, and it's a 7-0 run to start this second half for Tonganoxie.
Much needed run by the Lady Chieftains.
Berg can't answer. Rebound for Alyssa Shonick. Can bring it under 10 on this possession and be a huge shift.
Pick it up, Addie.
Schooler. Coach Eckert wants a foul, not going to get one on the shot attempt for Addie Schooler. Herrera tripped up. Illegal screen is going to be the call. Trying to get around Audrey Searle, who was pretty planted into the court. Just got enough of that hip, enough of that leg or knee to stick out. And they're going to tag her with the foul. That's Searle's first of the game. Griffith comes out, and Cammie Collum will check in.
It'd be huge if the Chieftains could get this under 10 on this trip.
These next few minutes of the game, it's going to go quite a ways in saying how the rest of this game can play out. Schoeneck with the left hand offline. Schooler, the board, goes up strong. It's now a 10-point game and a 9-0 run now for Tongi. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Now Mazlak reaches in, jump ball. Arrow will keep it down here, but that gives the fans here inside Chieftain Arena something to applaud about, something to cheer for, as you can start to feel the crowd coming alive. Coach Eckert, a big round of applause over from the bench as well. He loves what he's seeing from his team to start this second half.
Yeah, and Emerson's she's being the spark plug right now. She's clapping her hands, trying to get her teammates fired up.
Under 20 on the shot clock. Neufeld and company, still some time to work. Now in the hands of Berg. Collum at the elbow, skips it to Henry. Extra pass to Neufeld in the far corner. She is fouled as Herrera left her feet, almost practically jumped in her lap. That's an easy foul to call.
Yeah, Herrera doesn't have much of a chance to block that. She'd have been better off letting that ball go.
So there should be 3 free throws on the way. I'll say it is 3, unless her foot was on the line, which it did not look to be the case. So free throws here for Chloe Neufeld as she knocks down on the first. They're continuing to get coached up over on the near the bench for Coach Austin Eckert. Was in the starting lineup tonight. She hasn't started many games this season. Usually one of the first players off the bench, but was in the starting 5 tonight, replacing Farrah Halsep. Coach Eckert just tells her, keep playing hard, love your hustle. And only able to connect on the first attempt there was Neufeld. She missed the next 2, so when it's all said and done, not the worst case for Tongi. As that loose ball, it'll stay here with the Chieftains. It was pretty close there. I didn't know if Alyssa Schoeneck might have gotten a fingernail or fingertip on that loose ball as it was rolling out of bounds, but they say it stays with the Chieftains. They go right to Schooler over Henry. Can't get it to go.
And that's what you wanted too. You had that nice one-on-one.
Multiple times they've had Schooler underneath one-on-one and has had some good looks, just had a tough time getting the ball into the cup. But here's a takeaway, up ahead to Mazlak, big 3 on the way. Doesn't go, took a couple of bounces and Berg is there to collect. Chieftains have brought it to within 10, haven't been able to get it under single digits. It would be the first time since the first quarter if they can do it. There's another one poked away. Herrera diving out on the floor for it. Up ahead, Schoeneck has Mazlak, gets it to her. 2 free throws coming up. Eating the foul is Emerson Nye. That's a simple foul of saying you're going to earn these 2 points. We're not just going to give them to you.
Yeah, I'd like to see Emerson give a head fake there. Let her go by and then hit the little bunny. Let's see if she can knock him down from the line, though. And she's been the spark for the Chieftains the second half. No question about that.
So the foul is on Collum.
Now the Chieftains are in a bonus for the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yes, you beat me right to it. Full timeout taken for the Bulldogs. We'll step aside here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Free throws for Emerson Mazlak on the other side.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be a breed-specific trim or an adorable, cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities and space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
2 free throws coming up here. Emerson Mazlak is on the way. Leaves a little short on the first attempt. It has been a third quarter that has belonged to the Chieftains thus far in the middle of a 9-1 run. See the back end of this free throw. Now a 10-1 run. And back to a 10-point game, 38-28. Largest lead for the Bulldogs at 1 point. The first half was up to 22 points. There's a good range pull-up, and it's good, and a much-needed one there for Chloe Neufeld to kind of try to slow down this Chieftain momentum that's been just building up here in the third. Now back to a 12-point lead. Shawnick, oh, nice dish to Weehee, but a whistle comes in first. I don't know how she was able to whistle it in through that window and finds Weehee.
That was so nice, though.
Working to her left, passing it back across her body to the right, almost no look through multiple defenders in the area.
That goes to show how good her court vision is, because, man. She sensed she had the double team on her and knew that she was going to be open. She just rifled it over there. That was nicely done.
Well, like the point guard in basketball, it's like the quarterback in football, and knowing where everybody is supposed to be at all times. That's a great example of knowing that the double team's following me. That means we here, insert name here, is going to be right here on the floor. Able to thread it into her. 1 for 2 on the free throw trip. Hasn't been the best shooting night from the charity stripe for really either team, but especially Tonganoxie, as they've been fluttering around the 50% mark. Still keeps it an 11-point game. That shot offline. It doesn't go. Contested, guarded by Weehee. And Shawnick on the board for the Chieftains. Maslak backing down on Neufeld. Splits the defenders, just can't get it to fall.
Man, that was nicely done. She just wasn't able to get the finish.
It was in the hands of Searle. Had it poked away from behind. Wolf calls were cheering in. Here's Neufeld. Collects on the three and knocks it down. Chloe Neufeld has been doing yeoman's work here for Baldwin in this third quarter. Really their sole production piece. Continues to keep them in front. Shawnick just off balance there.
She kind of forced that shot.
Yeah, really not a whole lot of options to go with there. We'll see Ashlyn Brune for the first time check in for Tonganoxie, and it'll be Shawnick that'll check out. So Coach Eckert, maybe for the final minute 54 of this third, will elect to give his junior point guard a quick breather, as they're going to need her for this entirety of the fourth quarter, trying to complete this comeback. Have not been able to get it under single digits. They got it to within 10 a couple of times, but haven't been able to get it under since. Maslak going down to the floor. And again, just popping right back up.
Emerson's just doing it all this quarter, I'm telling you. Stepping in there, taking charges, diving for balls.
That loose ball, so it's Chieftain basketball, and Maslak, and I kind of like this call. Let's get her checked out here for a little bit. Yeah. She fell hard onto her back, her head and neck kind of whipping back. It didn't completely thump down on the hardwood floor. Obviously, everything's okay, but that was a hard fall, and she's taken a couple of them here in this game.
Yes, she has.
She's been battling hard. Great hustle. Herrera, Halsa, Baldock, Weehee, and Brune, the 5 out for Tonganoxie. Now the traditional 5, you see it out on the floor every game this year for Coach Eckert. Under 10 on the shot clock. Baldock will fire. Can't connect. With a head of steam. 2 free throws coming up here. Emerson Nye.
First. 4th team foul. Nye the line shooting 2.
That's now 14 fouls for Tonga. We're going to see almost a near line change. 4 substitutions coming in right now for Tonganoxie. On the free throws here for Nye, she knocks down on the front end. And Maslak, Schooler, Shawnick, and Johnson, all 4 will check in. Weehee, Halsa, Baldock, and Herrera will be the ones to come out. So Ashlyn Brune, the freshman, will stay out there. Nye knocks down both attempts.
I was going to say, what in the world was that all about?
There's been a couple kind of head-scratching moments in this game of, Players share a laugh about it, and we move along. Baldwin's done a good job of riding out this Chieftain momentum. Here's a big three. Adlin Johnson able to knock it down. Before I can even really finish my sentence, there's Adlin Johnson getting another spark for Tonganoxie. Has it back to a 13-point game. Neufeld can't get it to go. 2 purple jerseys underneath, and of course it's Neufeld that comes away with it. It's a jump ball, and that'll be Chieftain basketball. She had her, and Berg was the one on the floor. Both her and Neufeld were fighting hard for it. Chloe came away with it in the paint, and a jump ball whistle came in. And just about a half second difference between shot clock and game clock. Tonganoxie can take it on to the final seconds, put a shot up, and take it to the fourth quarter. See what they elect to do. Brune gonna work with it up, back to the top, picks up her dribble, finds it to Johnson, just had a 3 on the last possession, back into the hands of Schoenig. Leading scorer of the season for the Chieftains, averaging about 17.5 points. Underneath to Schooler, double team comes, puts it up, can't get it to go. A hard bounce on the back iron. Chance here for Baldwin, in the hands of Searle. Good if it goes! Audrey Searle, oh my goodness!
Wow.
An exclamation point to this third quarter. Audrey Searle gets it to go. And the fans of Baldwin that made the trip out to Chieftain Arena on their feet, and rightfully so. What a shot. Oh my goodness. 48-32, heading to the fourth and final quarter on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at Balmer Roofing.
So 48-32, it is had the Chieftains in that third quarter. They're in the middle of a 10-1 run. They had it down to a 10-point game a couple of times, but Chloe Neufeld kind of able to take over, and it was capped off by that near half-court / logo 3 for Audrey Searle, and the horn sounds in the third quarter. It makes it a 48-32 contest. Fourth and final quarter coming up here. Baldwin looking to close out the regular season sweep against the Chieftains. That 3 from Shea Griffith is off. Schoenig with the board, brings it up the floor, passes it to her left. Brune for 3 is good. Slashing it from a 16 to a 13-point game now. Defense looking to get some stops. It goes off the sneaker of Chloe Neufeld. One of the few mistakes that she has made in the second half. She was spectacular in the third quarter for Baldwin. That one just goes off of her sneaker. I do that every time in pickup.
It's because you have that size 13 or whatever.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Chieftain can bring it back to a 10-point game. Johnson, a little forced off the glass, and it's collected by Berg. Adlin Johnson's been doing her part. Her and Brune, both freshmen, coming off the bench in this one. And they provided some sparks when they've needed them, and an offensive foul is going to be called underneath for Audrey Searle. She sends Schoenig going down to the floor.
Adlin did a nice job selling that.
And the Chieftains just continue to just hang around in this one. They're not going away. It looked like it was all but over in that first half. They had a big third quarter. That 3 chips Radley now would have had this place going loud and bringing it back to a 10-point game.
We need to get another stop here.
They're just waiting for that big moment, potentially. Either Baldwin's going to go on a run and put the game away, or Tongie's going to bring it back under 10, and who knows how this game could go. And it's another stop taken away. It was knocked loose from Schoenig, I believe. Schooler had it. Hands it back to Alyssa to bring it across the timeline. Now Brune at the free throw line to Mazlak. Deep 3 on the way. Too strong. Shawnick taking it away, up strong, and she just took that rebound away from Audrey Searle and puts up the shot, and she has a chance to earn them at the line with 6:12 to go in the game.
That's just good aggressive play right there by
For third, team second, Shawnick at the line, shooting 2.
Third foul of the game on
Alyssa.
Shea Griffith. Shawnick knocking down on the first free throw. That'll bring in Emerson Nye back into the game. And Griffith will check out. So Neufeld, Nye, you have Wright in there alongside Lauren Berg and Audrey Searle, the 5 out for Baldwin. That last free throw missed from Shawnick. And she's out there with Maslach, Schooler, Brun, and Johnson, the 5 out for the Chieftains. 6 to go in this game. A 12-point lead for Baldwin, had led by as many as 22, and now a carry will be called here. Another turnover for the Bulldogs.
Chieftains need to make these hurt, though.
12 Collum into the game for Baldwin.
Brings Collum back into the game for Peyton Wright. You can just feel that you don't know which team's going to have that moment, but you just know it's going to come and be a big deciding factor of who wins it. Is it right here for Maslach? It is not. Shawnick still fighting for the loose board, trying to save it, and it goes right into the noggin of Nye and goes out of bounds. A for effort for Lauren Berg. Just some unfortunate friendly fire there. It stays down here with the Chieftains. You feel like for Tongi, with how many times, how many chances they're kind of getting here, that you got to start to capitalize on and make them hurt.
Yeah, you do.
Shawnick, another three from Maslach. In and out. A tight lid on that rim for the Chieftains. It stays a 12-point game. Baldwin passing it around, under 20 on the shot clock now. It goes to 15. Neufeld fighting the hands away from Brun, drives, it kicks it back out. Searle on the way from 3, does not go. And an offensive foul, at least on Baldwin, trying to go for that loose ball underneath.
A good block out by Alyssa Shawnick.
Second foul of the game on Lauren Berg, as you mentioned, a good box out. 3 team fouls now for Baldwin, none thus far for Tonganoxie as we approach 5 minutes to go in the game. And a timeout will be taken here. 30 seconds for Coach Eckert and company. Want to talk over some strategy here about how he wants to close out this game, as we'll keep it here. Chieftain basketball tonight presented in part by Crookham Construction, performing a wide variety of concrete construction and special project services throughout the area. They're hardworking people with small town family values. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com. And also by Grounded Coffee House, established in 2022. Grounded Coffee House serves great coffee with an even greater cause. To learn how you can help make a difference and to support, follow them on Facebook and check out their website, groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org. While we do have a little bit of time here, partner, we do want to wish the best of luck at the state tournaments coming up this Friday and Saturday to both the boys and girls wrestling teams. How about this? 18 state qualifiers, 10 for the boys team, 8 for the girls team. Both teams going in as regional champions. We had the regional coverage for the boys tournament this past Saturday here in Chieftain Arena, and we wish you guys all but nothing but the best of luck in Salina this weekend, looking to bring home some hardware.
Yeah, we just had the Crookham live read, and both Crookham brothers punched their ticket to state this year.
Emmett and Clayton, yep. And 18 total state qualifiers between the boys and girls wrestling teams. Best of luck to both you guys and both you teams. Baldwin still hanging on to that 12-point lead, but Tongi has been threatening. I think if you're a Bulldog fan right now, you're fortunate and thankful that this lead is not under 10 by this point. This second half has definitely gone the way of the Chieftains.
They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Under 5 on the shot clock. Searle, another big 3, hard iron, and it's tracked down by Brun. How about the minutes her and Adlin Johnson have been able to put in down the stretch here?
Yeah.
Here she is with it right now. Puts it up, offline to the left, and a rebound underneath for Searle.
It was a good drive, though. They can't afford many more empty possessions, though. Under 4 to play.
Pulls up, column, no good. Johnson takes the board from Berg.
That was a nice rebound by Johnson there.
Up ahead, looking for Schooler.
That stays here. Yeah.
It's deflected, and it stays at this end. Official on the baseline looked over to the far side official and said, what did you see? And he said deflected off the fingertips, so it stays here. Ashley Broom gets checked out, gets a nice applause from the bench as she makes her way back over again. Huge minutes for Coach Eckert. She gets pulled into this fourth quarter fray. Blocked on the shot by Schooler. I believe it was Searle that got a hand on that one.
She was triple teamed that time.
And another illegal screen, offensive foul against Audrey Searle. Trying to free loose of Neufeld, trying to shake loose of Jayla Herrera. That's the fourth of the game for Searle, so one more and she will foul out. Decision for head coach Kara Rowland here. Still 3:26 to go in the game. You can sub out Searle, trying to save her maybe a little bit, but she's gonna leave her out there. Underneath, Johnson gets the feed, off the glass and count the bucket. The nice feed inside by Emerson Maslak finds Adlin Johnson in the low post. And here's the chance for the Chieftains to bring it under a 10-point game.
That was a great catch and shoot by Adlin Johnson there. Let's see if she can finish off his three-point play. That'd be huge.
Can't get it to fall. Ball is still loose. Alyssa Shonik says, give me that, and I'll put it in for two more. And it's under a 10-point game for the first time since about halfway through the first quarter. 48-40. Foul here by Maslak will slow things down for a moment. 3 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the game. Now the question is here for the Chieftains, is it too little, too late? They have made a surge in the second half.
They need to continue to play tough defense.
Shot on the way, no good, had an open look. Denying Nye was trying to crash in for her own board. It was gobbled up by Schooler. Now here's Shonik trying to drive and is tripped up from behind. There's 5 team fouls. Bonus free throws the rest of the way here for the Chieftains.
The Chieftains got to knock them down, though. You've talked so many times, partner, about when you're trying to make a comeback and you get to the line, you cut into the deficit with the clock stopped. You got to cash these in.
You have to. It's non-negotiable at this point. Down by 8. 2 big ones here for Alyssa Shonik. Knocks down the first one. Tonganoxie was down by their largest deficit, 22. Got up to 22 points. They went on a 10-1 run in the third quarter. They bring it back to a 10-point game. Baldwin stretched it back out to a 16-point lead. And now the Chieftains have it under 10. Missed free throw, but the board tracked down for Adlin Johnson. So for Tongi, when they haven't been able to get both of them to go down, they've been able to get their own boards, and that one goes for Addie Schooler. No one more deserving to see a bunny underneath go down than Addie.
Yeah.
She has seen so many fall off the rim today, and that one goes, and it's a big one, as it is now a 5-point game. They are loud here inside at Chieftain Arena. Timeout, Coach Rowland and the Bulldogs, and we'll take it with them as we step aside here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
The bench for Tonganoxie, it is electric right now. The fans are piling in here to Chieftain Arena. The senior night festivities will be taking place after the conclusion of this game. We'll stream them for you right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. But what was once a 22-point Baldwin lead is now down to 5 and back up to 7 on that pull-up for Emerson Nye. A big bucket there for Baldwin, trying to slow down this Tongi momentum, but no doubt the second half, it has belonged to the Lady Chieftains.
Oh, no question.
Another feed underneath. Johnson has it, goes up strong and a little offline. Nye coming over for on the defense there, throwing her off her course a little bit. We approach the 2-minute warning. And Berg is hand checked by Johnson, and the whistle will come in.
Johnson her first, team second.
Baldwin 5 team fouls, Tonganoxie just 2, so still some room to wiggle with here for the Chieftains before you put Baldwin at the line the rest of the way. Neufeld drives and kicks it near corner. Nye, 3 on the way, leaves it short. Might have been partially deflected. And eventually it gets into the hands of Shanik, who pushes it up the floor. Mazlak for 3. Doesn't go. The 3 ball has been cold tonight for the Chieftains. And Audrey Searle just trying to get out of there. Shanik haunting her, and now Neufeld trying to get that ball loose. And Neufeld colliding in with Herrera. And that was a little extension of the forearm there, I do believe. I think they're going to get the foul on Herrera. There was definitely some forcible contact gliding in with Chloe Neufeld.
Yeah, I think she was moving, though.
Herrera taking some time. She's going to be okay. Just kind of in the wind, knocked out of her a little bit. Gets a good round of applause here inside Chieftain Arena. Still in this 7-point game. She'll be checked out, and got Halsa in for her. She's out there now with Shanik, Mazlak, Johnson, and Schooler.
Chieftain's going to pick up full court now.
Starting to get down into crunch time, under a minute and a half. 88 seconds to work with here for the Chieftains. Trying to pull off this unbelievable comeback would be one of their best all season, as another foul will come in. So one more puts them into the bonus. And the third of the game on Alyssa Shanik. So that could potentially be the play here. Try to get the steal. If not, get the quick foul. And that's exactly what happens. So we're going to have free throws the rest of the way regardless for both squads. As Halsa just picks up her first foul. So pretty simple here for Baldwin. If you make your free throws down the stretch here, you should be walking away with this win. Maybe not by as many as you would have initially liked it to have been, but nonetheless, a win's a win. You never apologize for it. Meanwhile, for Tongi, you're sitting here just hoping now that these Bulldogs can get a case of the yips at the line and still give you a chance to hang around. Neufeld can make it a 9-point game. She made the first attempt, and second one rattles off.
Chiefs just got to go quick now.
Got to get some points here fairly quick, too. Shanik drives in. Count the bucket.
That's what they needed right there.
Time and time again this season, when the Lady Chieftains have needed a big play, they turn to number 1, and she's been able to deliver more often than not, and doing it again right there in that moment.
Yeah, big finish.
Third foul for Emerson Nye to bring it back to a 5-point game.
Got to hit those free throws, though.
This is definitely going to be a contest that if it ends, if Baldwin holding on to this win, you're going to be looking at that free throw shooting percentage, and definitely not ideal, not to the point of where you want it to be if you were Tonganoxie.
Yeah, Tonganoxie's only down by 6, and they've missed way more than that from the line.
Free throws now for Audrey Searle on the foul off the, trying to go for the loose ball at the other end. And Griffith will check in, Berg will check out, minute 11. Second one on the way. Again, it has not been a great free throw night for either team. A lot of 1-for-2 trips. Shauna kicks it out to Herrera, back in after taking a pause. Here's Mazlak dribbling in, kind of losing her footing a little bit. Another whistle comes in, 59 seconds. This could definitely be a contest for this final 59 seconds. Takes 15 minutes.
25 Johnson into the game for Tonganoxie.
The free throw woes continuing here for the Chieftains. Maslak trying to correct on the back end. She does. 12 of 24 from the free throw line tonight for Tonganoxie, 50%. I think everyone can do that math at home. Looms large. Looking up at the board right now, a 6-point game. Trying to somehow complete this comeback after being down 22. And here's Neufeld getting through multiple defenders wisely. Will just peel it back out. And Maslak will have to foul. And I believe that's her fifth, and she is fouled out.
Fouls on 50, Maslak, her fifth.
So night is over for Emerson Maslak as she is fouled out. What a good stretch for Tongi, helping them come back in this one. So that sends Chloe Neufeld back to the free throw line for a pair. She knocks down the first attempt. And if Baldwin, if they do end up holding on to win this game, a lot of kudos better be coming the way of Chloe Neufeld, because she was huge in that third quarter when nothing was going right for Baldwin. Tongi was finally able to put a cap on Lauren Berg after she erupted for double figures in the first half. Neufeld had big buckets and big points in that third quarter for the Bulldogs, alongside that young lady right there, Audrey Searle. Of course, the half-court shot, buzzer-beating three. Those two were able to do just enough to keep the Bulldogs out in front, and right now it looks like, and make your free throws down the stretch, are going to be on their way to the win here. It'd be their 13th of the season and 8th in Frontier League play. Meanwhile, for Tonganoxie, this would drop them down to 10-9 and back under 500 in Frontier League play at 6-7. Still just a 9-point game. 3 on the way. Big one for Johnson. Can't get it to go. Schooler with the board underneath, and she's going to be called for the foul. At least underneath, someone going to be called for a foul, and it's going to be Herrera.
Fouls on Herrera, her third.
And we'll walk back down to the other end of the floor. More free throws coming here. It'll be Audrey Searle back to the line once again. Yeah, the Bulldogs tonight shooting 61% from the free throw line. Tonganoxie just 50. And it's back to an 11-point lead now for Baldwin. Tongi again down by many as 22. We're able to get it down to within 5. Schooler will try a 3, why not? And a rebound taken in there by Neufeld under 10 seconds. Tongi's going to keep playing it out here until the zero's on the clock. And there's Johnson, hands to Schoeneck, a chance for a final shot. Can't get it to bank in. A great effort nonetheless for Tongi down the stretch when they could have just given up coming out of halftime. But instead they kept fighting, put up a great second half, gave the Bulldogs a run for their money and made this game too close for comfort. But in the end, Baldwin able to strap down, pull it away with the 11-point victory. When it's all said and done, they move to 13-6, 8-5 in Frontier League play, and now winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games. Meanwhile, for Tonganoxie, now 10-9, 6-7 in Frontier League play, and they have now lost 4 of their last 6 games. They kind of continue with that little bit of inconsistent win-loss pattern. Both teams more likely will stay up top of their rankings as far as 4A goes, as we'll come in here to the Brothers Market post-game show as we await for the senior high festivities get started. Brothers Market, where they treat you like family. So Baldwin should stay number 9 in 4A. Tonganoxie should stay number 10 in 4A. Chieftains with the game on the road tomorrow night at Ottawa. Baldwin another game this week as well. A great game nonetheless, though, which we mentioned it earlier. This game looked like it was going to be done after the first 2 quarters of actions, and it could have been really easy for Baldwin to win this game by 35-40 plus. But instead, great effort for the Chieftains down the stretch as they made that game close all the way to the final horn.
Yeah, they did. And, if they had hit more of their free throws, it would have even been more exciting.
Yep. So I'll tell you what, we're going to step aside. We'll wrap up our analysis of the first half when we return after senior night.
Our first senior is Jason Bird. Jason's being escorted by Joe, Lori, and Brayden Bird. Staff member Jason would like to thank us, Phil Jones. Thank you for being a role model and leader. Your memories with you as my coach will be ones that I'll forever remember. Future plans. Plan to attend Kansas to study sports management. Jason Bird. Our next senior is Noah Carlton. Noah is being escorted by Megan and Chad Carlton. Staff member Noah would like to thank us, Nick Johnson. Thank you for being someone I can talk to about school, sports, and life. I've enjoyed having you as a coach and mentor in the last 4 years. Future plans. I plan to attend Kansas State University in the fall, majoring in secondary education, hopefully teaching at Tonganoxie someday. Noah Carlton. Our next senior is Mark Geiger. Mark is escorted by Susan and Todd Geiger. Staff member Mark would like to thank us, Nick Johnson. Thank you for always being a joy to be around. Future plans, attend the University of Kansas. Mark Geiger. Our next senior is Jet Gilmore. Jet's escorted by Charlie and Shauna Gilmore. Staff member Jet would like to thank us, Jody Smith. Thank you for always supporting me and pushing me to do my best at any of the activities I participated in. Jet's future plans. I plan to run track at Pittsburgh State University and study exercise science to eventually become a chiropractor. Jet Gilmore. Our next senior is Talon Langford. Talon's escorted by Callie Heilman and Tyler Langford. Staff member Talon would like to thank us, Coach Jay. Thanks for always having such a great attitude and being one of my biggest hype men. Future plans. Plan to go to college for sports, as yet undecided. Talon Langford. Our next senior is Anthony Rowe. Anthony is escorted by John and Lucy Rowe. Staff member Anthony would like to thank us, Phil Jones. Thank you for not only being a coach for me, but a friend. I'll never forget the most important life lesson you taught me. Happy wife, happy life. Future plans. I plan on becoming an electrician. Anthony Rowe. Our next senior, Owen Schmidt. Owen's being escorted by Morgan and Becky Schmidt and Tammy Schmidt. Staff member Owen would like to thank us, Nick Johnson. Being coached by you has taught me a lot about basketball, but more importantly, life and how to be a better person. Thank you for always letting me be myself. Owen's future plans. Plans to attend Kansas State, get my bachelor's degree in industrial engineering with a minor in business. Owen Schmidt. Next, we have Harley Mirando. Harley's escorted by Tamara and Rick Mirando. Staff member Harley would like to thank is Heather Rowe. Thank you for always making me feel welcome in your classroom. Your smile always makes my day 10 times better. I've been so lucky to have you as my homeroom teacher. Harley's future plans. Go to attend K-State to become a registered dietitian. Harley Mirando. Next manager, Aubrey Padfield. Being escorted by Rachel and Mark Padfield. Staff member Aubrey would like to thank us, Miss Melky. Thank you for being like a second mom in times when I needed it. I appreciate everything you have done for me and my family. Aubrey's future plans. I plan on attending Kansas State University to get my bachelor's in pre-AT and then attend PA school and become a physician's assistant. Aubrey Padfield. We'll switch to powerlifting now. Our first powerlifting senior is Chandler Smith. Chandler is being escorted by Lindsay and Brandon Smith. Staff member Chandler would like to thank is Preston Troyer. Thank you for all you've done for me. I have enjoyed having you as a teacher and a coach. Chandler's future plans plan on enlisting with the Marines, then going into the trades. Chandler Smith. Our next powerlifting senior is Jalen Sparks. Jalen's being escorted by Jenny and Jason Sparks. Staff member she would like to thank is Steve Harrell. Thank you for helping keeping me on track these last 4 years. Your positive attitude has always made me feel welcome. Jalen plans to play softball for KCKCC and eventually head to Fort Hays and major in medical imaging. Jalen Sparks. Now we've got dual seniors, the next two, powerlifting and cheer. Elena Lorfing. Elena is being escorted by Leanna and Kevin Lorfing. Staff member she would like to thank is Crystal McCoy. I'm not a science person, but she has made 3 science classes I've taken with her fun. Thank you. Elena's future plans. Plans to cheer in college and pursue a degree in elementary education. Elena Lorfing. Our next senior is Chrislyn Wright. Chrislyn's escorted by Marilyn and Eric Wright. Staff member she would like to thank is Officer Lee. Thank you for being a great friend and always making me laugh. You're a great listener, even though you can be sassy at times. Chrislyn's future plans. Plans on attending the Naval Academy for Aerospace Engineering and hopes to eventually go to flight school in Pensacola. Chrislyn Wright. And now we're on to our cheer seniors. Our first senior for cheer is Isabel Nickel. Isabel is being escorted by Tisha and Adam Nickel. Staff member she would like to thank is Stacy Emmett. Thank you for always being so very kind, supportive, and encouraging. You are such a positive light and a great teacher. Future plans. I plan to attend Johnson County Community College and further my education. Isabel Nickel. Our next senior, Emma Schmidt. Emma is escorted by Morgan and Becky Schmidt and Tammy Schmidt. Staff member Emma would like to thank is Mrs. Porta. Thank you for being the best mentor to me this year. You have made such a big impact in my life. Emma's future plans, attend K-State through an apprenticeship in elementary education. Emma Schmidt. And now it's time for our dance seniors. First dance senior is Stella Bradley. Stella is being escorted by Stacy and Ben Bradley. Staff member Stella would like to thank is Crystal McCoy. Thank you for making high school more fun for me and always being so positive and supportive. Stella's future plans is undecided. Stella Bradley. Our next senior is Jaden Darrow. Jaden's being escorted by Brandon Darrow. Jade would like to thank all of the staff and teachers I've had in the past 4 years. They've always been helpful and always ask how I'm doing, and I'm grateful for that. Jade's future plans are to go to Baker University, major in business management and minor in psychology. I'll also be part of the Baker dance team. Jade Darrow. Our final senior for tonight is Harper Robbins. Harper is escorted by Casey and Melissa Robbins. Staff member Harper would like to thank is Crystal McCoy. You have always listened and been so understanding. Thank you for making school more enjoyable. You truly are the best. Harper's future plans. I plan to major in sonography, but undecided as to where. Harper Robbins. Let's have one final big round of applause for all of our seniors for basketball, powerlifting, cheer, and dance. Great job, seniors.
Yes, congratulations. Shout out to all of the seniors as recognized again. Basketball, powerlifting, dance, and cheer. You just saw it right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. So now they will turn on 15 minutes on the board here, get that running, allow plenty of time for the teams to come out here and warm up as we dip back into our Brothers Market post-game show. Again, you can check out their weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com, where they treat you like family. Final score of the girls' game comes to an end of Tonganoxie 46, Baldwin 57. It ends in an 11-point win for the Bulldogs, but definitely it's one of those cases where the final score doesn't fully indicate to really, at one point, how dominant of a game it was for Baldwin. Again, they led by as many as 22, had a 19-point lead at halftime, and then all of a sudden you had Tongi come out in the third quarter. They had that 10-1 run and made it a 5-point game at one point, and down to the under 3 minutes to play in the game. Again, give a lot of credit to the fight and effort that Chieftain team showed all the way through the end, because it was very easy for them to just kind of not show up, just kind of give up and say, we'll try again tomorrow on the road at Ottawa. Another great game and another great opponent that close out the regular season on. But instead, they just fought back and they continued. And a lot of it was on the shoulders of Alyssa Schoenig with her 15 points, going 5 of 14 from the field, 5 of 8 from 2, and 5 of 11 from the free throw line. And there's plenty of room for improvement in this game for Tonganoxie. There were definitely opportunities, especially at the free throw line. They end going 12 of 24. You missed 12 free throws in a game that you ended up losing by 11. Yep. That's a big thing. Of course, it's a lot. Maybe a little bit too high of expectations to say you're going to go 100% at the free throw line. Anything under that's not acceptable. That's not what we're saying. But that's definitely something that, despite with the slow start and everything else that was going against the Chieftains, that the performance at the free throw line not getting better as the game went along definitely was something that did not help them. But a great effort and a great closeout to the game nonetheless.
Yeah, no question about it. You got to take your hat off to the Lady Chiefs. They did not quit the whole game, and they came back and made it interesting. That fourth quarter, they got it down to 5 points, and they got real interesting after that.
Yeah, exactly that. Again, with the 15 points on night, Alyssa Schoenig, our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game. They have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great pricing. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie, or visit their website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more. I feel like you could have also maybe given a nod potentially to Adeline Johnson. Had some good minutes off the bench today. 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. Ashlyn Brune also had some good minutes in there too, doing a lot of things. Getting some rebounds, playing really good defense, among a lot of other things. This was a pretty well-rounded team effort today for the Chieftains. You don't see them usually go deeper than about 8 or 9 off the bench. There were 10-plus players checking in today for the Chieftains. And in that fourth quarter, we talked a lot about Adela Johnson and Ashlyn Brune. Jayla Herrera also was playing really hard, hustle-wise, in the second half as well. So it was a pretty well team-rounded effort.
Yeah, for me, partner, I want to give a shout-out to Emerson Maslak. I thought she was absolutely the spark plug that spurred this comeback, playing her heart out, diving for balls, taking charges, jumping up, clapping her hands, getting her teammates involved. So shout out to her as well.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So again, that drops the Chieftains now down to, as far as total record goes, 10-9 and 6-7 in Frontier League play. So they have already locked in they're still going to finish the season at least 500 or better. Again, it has been quite some time that has happened here. The first time definitely in the Tonganoxie Sports Live era. That goes back to the 2020-2021 season. But they'll have a chance to get back at 500 in league play. They're currently 6-7. They'll be back at it on the road tomorrow night at Ottawa. We will be there as well to stream the game right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Baldwin, 1 game left for them, for both the boys and girls teams. They close out their seasons. We got the boys matchup coming up next in about 11 minutes from now, as we will step out of our Brothers Market post-game show and step aside here. We'll get you set for the boys matchup next on Tonganoxie Sports Live when we return.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
All right, so game 2 of our doubleheader between Tonganoxie and Baldwin going to be tipping off here in just under 9 minutes from now. As always, it's presented by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. This is how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most. Call 913-369-6600. Dylan Funk here alongside with you. Dennis Drainer will join us here momentarily as we cruise back into the S&S Body pregame show. They've been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work since 1972. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. So an interesting matchup here between two teams that are on different ends of the Frontier League standings at just 4A standings, but both teams despite looking to finish the season strong as the Chieftains come into this game. Last time we saw them was on the road this past Friday at Paola. You guys were able to watch along with that via the simulcast over on the Paola Sports Live channel. Aaron Feely did a good job. Thank you, Aaron, for airing that game. It was an exciting one. I wish we were there to broadcast it, coming all the way down to the final seconds. And it was a Lachlan McRae 3 that projected the Chieftains to the 3-point win, closing it out. Back-to-back wins on them, and both of them coming in Frontier League play. Prior to that, they were 0 for 10 this year against Frontier League. In Frontier League play, 0-11 total against Frontier League opponents, with that one game against Bonner Springs in the Tonga Invitational Basketball Tournament back in mid-January. But they come into today now 5-13 overall, 2-10 in Frontier League play, winners of 2 in a row, and still fighting to keep eligible for the postseason. They come into tonight currently ranked 14th in 4A, so there's still a couple teams between them and that final 16th spot. Currently, Tonga would be going on the road to face one of the top 4 teams, the Chinook Blue Comets, the 3 seed in the first round in sub-state action. A lot of things can change between now and the final action as this week closes out, but that's just where things currently sit right now. But all their focus is on the Baldwin Bulldogs right now. Not enough can be said about this team. Now 15-3, 10-2 in Frontier League play. Both of those losses in league play, and 2 of the 3 losses total coming to the Ottawa Cyclones, undefeated #1 team in 4A boys, and we will see them tomorrow night about 24 hours from now right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Should be a thrilling one tomorrow night. But this Baldwin team comes in as they just had their 7-game winning streak ended with that second loss the last time out against Ottawa. But outside of that, they've got 2 losses against Ottawa, and I believe the other one coming against Topeka Hayden or either a St. James Academy, somebody like that. I believe it was Topeka Hayden back at the Baldwin Invitational Tournament where they saw that third loss come in. But outside of that, partner, nobody else has been really able to slow down this Baldwin team. And you cannot talk about this boys team without talking about Cooper Carr, the phenomenal phenom junior who's looking to lead his team to their third straight state appearance. It'd be the first time in school history that they could be able to do that. They were there last year. They won their first round matchup. They lost in the second round to eventual state placers McPherson, and they lost in the third place game against Atchison. Did this Baldwin Bulldogs team. Cooper Carr last year set the new single season record with assist and averaging pretty good point per game as well. As a sophomore last year, he was about 17 points per game. This year he's close to almost 20 per game as a junior. He's going to be a big part of this Chieftain team defensive-wise of needing to slow him down in hopes of wanting to win this one here tonight.
Yeah, no question about it. It'll be interesting to see what kind of defense the Chieftains decide to play, whether they're going to go man or zone, and see who gets the assignment on Carr. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, last year they had Torres and Zimbecki, the kind of tandem that was alongside of Carr, their two leading scorers. I believe both of them, they shattered some three-point shooting records last year. That Baldwin team, we saw them play last year inside Chieftain Arena. They were a lot of fun to watch, and this team is just as fun, if not a little more fun to watch. Another key focus underneath, it's going to be to the big fella for Baldwin, as I'm looking for his number here. It's number 22, the 6'5 junior, Leo Schoenberger. He is big as far as Cooper Carr. He can handle everything else. He can move around and create space, and we talked about the single season record in assists last year, so he can get the ball around a lot, and he likes to feed it down low to Big Leo, as they call him, Leo Schoenberger, and he's big on cleaning up on the boards too. And we know the Chieftains, when there's somebody that's 6'5 or more, they struggle mightily in slowing them down. But again, you're going to have to try to find a way to slow down Leo Schoenberger tonight, especially trying to keep him off the boards, giving this highly explosive Baldwin offense multiple opportunities on the offensive end.
Well, that's what I think, maybe the Chieftains ought to try a zone, because they're going to have a hard time matching up man-to-man, with the height advantage that the Bulldogs bring.
It should be an exciting one coming up here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Baldwin got the win last time out, looking to get back in the win column after losing their 7-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for Tonganoxie, looking to win their third in a row and third Frontier League matchup in a row, coming off that buzzer-beating win, or close to buzzer-beating win this past Friday on the road at Paola. We'll have it for you coming up next here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps, and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information, and become a member today by visiting their website, tonganoxiebusinessassociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus, or go to tongirec.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park, with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the 4 states area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a J. Hatfield family member or managing partner. At J. Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at J. Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the J. Hatfield family.
Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a 5th-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be a breed-specific trim or an adorable cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities in space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at
Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance, local, independent, serving you.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Baldwin, number 2, the 6'2" senior, August Boyle. For Tonganoxie, number 2, a 5'10" senior, Jason Berg. For Baldwin, number 12, 6'3" junior, Cooper Carr. For Tonganoxie, number 4, 6'2" senior, Talon Langford. For Baldwin, number 14, 5'11" junior, Ethan Swazzle. For Tonganoxie, number 13, a 6' senior, Noah Carlton. For Baldwin, number 22, 6'5" junior, Leo Schoenberger. For Tonganoxie, number 24, a 6'2" senior, Owen Schmidt. For Baldwin, number 33, a 6'5" junior, Colton Collins. And for Tonganoxie, number 30, a 6'2" senior, Anthony Rowe. And coaches for this evening's game for Baldwin.
Here you go, your starting 5 for both the Chieftains and the Bulldogs. Getting ready for start of game 2 of our doubleheader here. Starting lineups were presented by Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com as we now get ready for tip-off presented by Lynch Real Estate, your hometown real estate company that will help you buy your next home and make your real estate dreams come true. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust. Second matchup between these two teams. It was a 4-point game going into the 4th quarter in the last contest at the Doghouse in Baldwin, where the Bulldogs went on a quick 11-0 run, shut down the Chieftains defensively, and pulled away with the win. Tongi wants to flip that luck here tonight, partner. What are the keys to victory? Brought to you by First Security Bank.
Well, they've got to control, limit the damage that the Bulldogs can do in the paint to them because of the, the height advantage that they've got. It looks like they're going to open up in a man-to-man. That kind of surprises me because they're going to have, Baldwin's definitely going to have the advantage.
Well, they open up in that man-to-man and they get the steal off of it. So if you can get every defensive possession to go like that, you're going to be in for a good night. Here come the Chieftains on their first look on the offensive end. That all-senior starting five out there: Carlton, Langford, Schmidt, Rowe, and Byrne. As both teams will turn it over on their first offensive possessions in this contest. Lachlan McRae, he was the big shooter in the game this past Friday, that win on the road at Paola. He had a good look from three. It was a contested shot with about 2.5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter to put the Chieftains in front by 3. It was enough for them to hold on to win their second straight game, both of those coming in Frontier League play as they won here last week against Lewisburg. Another takeaway and a 3 on the way, Cooper Carr. Get ready to hear that name a lot tonight. A phenomenal point guard and one of the best, not only in 4A, not only in the Frontier League, but in the entire state of Kansas.
That's saying something, partner.
And those are not my words. Those are a lot of others that you could talk about. A lot of publications and everybody highly thinking of Cooper Carr. And he's done his part. Been an impact starter for him since he was a freshman. He's had 2 appearances in the state tournament, looking to make it 3 in a row. Be the first time in program in school history that the Bulldogs had made 3 trips to Salina if they could do it again here this year. As another turnover here, they call it a double dribble, and that's 3 already in this opening, about a minute and a half, a little over a minute and a half.
Yeah, you don't need to help a good team with turnovers.
Definitely not. Early advantage to Baldwin, 3-2. Head fake in the far corner, now giving it to him. Now back into the far corner they go. 3 on the way, short, 3 ball. Outside that one from Cooper Carr, not going down early here for the Bulldogs. That last one from Leo Schoenberger. Here's Schmidt on the drive in with the right hand, able to get it to go. There's the first lead for Tonganoxie in this one.
Nice job by Eric there.
Yeah, we couldn't really talk about this factor with the girls team because they didn't have any seniors, but with this Chieftain team, 5+ seniors on this roster, you know they want to come out and show out. This is their final time lacing up the sneakers in front of this home crowd in beautiful Chieftain Arena.
Yes, sir.
Wanting to close it out on a high end note. Another 3 missed. Poked around underneath, that last 3 offline. That was Gus Boyle. I call him Augustus, but he goes by Gus to be short. And a 3 in the near corner. Owen Schmidt. Splash down.
Man, that was nothing but net.
Silky smooth there from Owen Schmidt. 5 straight points for him. Now a 4-point lead here for the Chieftains. Baldwin back to work. Colton Collum, drive baseline, tripped up, and a foul will
They're going to get that on
come
Talon.
in. First foul of the game on Talon, our first team foul in the game. They lob it in. Cooper Carr, he's got all 3 so far for Baldwin. And now whistles will come in. Officials want to regroup. Now it looks like we have an issue with the clock.
Game clock or the shot clock?
I believe it's the...
Oh, the shot clock hadn't, he said it didn't move at all.
Yes, now they want to get the clock down to, they got to sit at 5 minutes exactly. Gets the thumbs up, 30 seconds down to shot clock, and we wait for the inbounds here from Leo Schoenberger. Looking for options, finds his man Carr. Head fakes, finds it out to Boyle. Had a look for 3 and said head fakes. Good drive in from Gus Boyle. That's a good job. Had a decent look from 3. He could have taken it if he wanted. Instead, passed it up, attacked inside, and found that high percentage shot, able to finish it for 2. Schmidt with 5 early here for the Chieftains. Double team, passes it off to Talon Langford. Gives it back to Owen on the far side, guarded by Cooper Carr. That could be an exciting matchup to watch tonight. Owen hands it off Jason Byrne. He's deadly with that much space. That one doesn't go, but an extra board to Talon Langford takes it away from Leon Schoenberger and able to finish it for 2. So had Schoenberger down there. You also had Collum. Talent able to keep it away from both of them and puts it in off the glass. Offensive rebound cashed in for 2 points. Here's Schoenberger, kicks it in. Boyle again for 3. Doesn't go. Tipped out. And it'll be Chieftain basketball. Bulldogs this year led by head coach Don Blanchett. Chieftains led again first-year head coach Casey Simmons. As a pair of substitutions for both teams, including Lachlan McRae checking in here for the Chieftains. You also have Jet Gilmore will be coming in at the next stoppage. Anthony Rowe was the one coming off the floor for Tonganoxie. Substitutions as well for Baldwin, including number 25, Logan Scott. And number 23, Garrett McLaughlin. It's that long shot, hard iron, but another offensive rebound. Again, it's Talon Langford. Just can't get it to go, though.
Good hustle by Talon there, though, to get that offensive board.
Carr slinging it, almost wasn't ready for it with Schoenberger, but collects. He goes down low to Collum, trying to go to work in the low post on Talon. And they're going to get the second foul of the game on Talon, and that's going to be met with some boos from the student section. And, man, I don't know. What more can you do there if you're Talon Langford underneath?
It looked to me like he traveled. I don't know.
It looked like two guys down low going hard in the paint. I didn't see anything wrong really on either side. But Talon's going to be charged with the foul, his second, so that's going to bring him out of the game. As that brings in Jet Gilmore and Anthony Rowe back off that quick breather. He tried to lob it into Cooper Carr, and Schmidt was there to defend, swatted out of bounds. So it looks like Owen Schmidt tonight's going to be charged with going in that man-to-man defense with Cooper Carr.
So far, so good.
Underneath. Now Collum goes to work on Carlton. A little more of a size advantage in favor of Collum, and he takes advantage of it with 2 points. Chieftains still lead by 2. Need an answer on the offensive end here to keep stride. Both teams opening up man-to-man defenses. Quick with the hands. Carr almost had the takeaway, but McRae recovers for the Chieftains. Here's Lachlan. Here's Carr coming in. There he goes. Takes it away from McRae. Out the floor he goes, crossing over on Schmidt, drives it in. Cooper Carr can't finish on the left side, out of bounds, last off the hand of Carlton as Cooper Carr took a tough fall down to the floor. You heard the echoes kind of ricocheting around here in the gym. He's okay, he gets up, he's going to stay out there as Leo Schoenberger will check out for the Bulldogs now. Laughlin on the inbounds. He goes to that far corner. Boyle again for 3. Can't get one to go yet. He's had some good looks. Just hasn't been able to get one to fall. Here comes McRae up the floor with a head of steam. Bobbles on the floor. Carlton able to take it away from Collum. Want a jump ball. We might see Simmons call a quick timeout, but things kind of settle themselves out as Anthony Rowe controls, and here come the Chieftains back on the attack. Closing in, final 2 minutes. Another takeaway. Boyle, nice behind the back. Able to tightrope his way through a couple of defenders. Now up the floor, and he's swatted away from behind by Carlton. The glass goes off the neck or the shoulder of Boyle, and that's Chieftain basketball all day.
Good hustle there by the Chieftains. Good defense.
Got a full student section here tonight, wanting to get ahead with some of the chants. Shut down quickly from Principal Cody Witt.
Yeah.
He's got a big smile on his face. He likes the energy for them. Just
didn't like the chant.
Didn't like the chant, though. That's it. The full student section here tonight. Good crowd on hand. Got a lot of Baldwin fans making the travel up here as well. Good to see.
Oh, that's a cheap foul right there. Noah picked that up. You don't want to pick one up that far from the bucket.
First for him, third team foul on Tongi, none thus far for Baldwin. As McLaughlin will check out of the game for the Bulldogs. Ethan Smazel, number 14, is out there. He's got the ball in his hands right now. Goes to the right side to Boyle. Wanted underneath is Scott there. Tried going in.
Defended well there by Rowe.
Coming up 12 seconds, Carr underneath. Collum again going to work over Carlton. Too strong. McRae crashes in for the board, swatting the hand away, the quick hands of Ethan Smazel. Closing in the final 60 seconds of this opening quarter. They've been a lot of fun. McRae for three, and it's good. You know his confidence has to be soaring high, having that go-ahead three in the final seconds of the game on Friday to give his team the win against Baldwin.
No question about it.
He gets his first one here in the first quarter. It's now a 12-7 Chieftain lead. It's 5. Collum will pull it and knock it down. Colton Collum with the space, showing off the long-range abilities. Back to a one-score game. 3 more quarters of this, please and thank you. This has been a lot of fun. Still 6-second difference, shot clock and game clock, so we got to get something off here. Can't take all the time. Shot clock now at 6, now at 5. McRae with space, fires a 3, hard iron. Collum has it, Rowe defending, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Baldwin basketball, and Collum's looking behind and asking for a foul, and I think that's really not unreasonable to be looking at the official and saying, hey, what gives?
Yeah.
Cooper Carr, full head of steam. No look pass to Collum as the horn sounds way too easy for the number 4 team in 4A. Carr to Collum to close out that first quarter with a 1-point Chieftain lead, 12-11, as we close out and head to the second here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay. Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
.12-11 ball game, second game of our doubleheader here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and also for the fans watching over on Baldwin Sports Live via the simulcast tonight. Appreciate you all tuning along with us here tonight. I'm Dylan Funk, joined alongside Dennis Drennan. Had the Baldwin girls winning the first game by 11 points, although that was a close game for the majority of the second half. We got a 1-point game here so far. That missed 3 from Lachlan McRae, as this could be another exciting one going down to the final moments into the fourth quarter. Cooper Carr, 3 points in the first quarter. Quick ball movement here for the Bulldogs. Smozzle giving it back to Boyle. He goes down low to Collum. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs with 6 points thus far. He's been doing it down low in the paint. He does have a shot from just beyond the elbow as well, showing off the range for the big fella. Schoenberger back it down on Carlton. Passes it back out to Doyle under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to get by Gilmore is Boyle in the paint. He kicks it out, was looking for Smozzle, but it's taken in. And that was a little bit of a mistake there, but really hard to blame Collum as he's trying to pass that one out. He snags that hand out there and takes it in, although I believe Boyle was trying to get that pass to Smozzle over in the corner and get a 3 look off with the final seconds of the shot clock, but instead it's a shot clock violation.
Good defense there by the Chieftains.
Chieftains shot the ball 50% in the first quarter. And how about this? Also out-rebounding the Bulldogs 4 to 10 in that opening quarter. A lot of those second opportunities as well, second chance points.
That's huge given the size difference in these two teams.
kind of training staff right now for the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, Frost, ball in his hands, fresh into the game, finds Smozzle. The southpaw fires it, can't knock down the three. Baldwin shooting 15% from downtown to start this game.
Yeah, if you're the Chieftains, you're happy to let them take those three-pointers. Keep them out of the paint.
Look at the crossover. Schmidt driving in too strong with the left hand. Might have been a little too energetic there. Possession arrow in favor of Baldwin as jump ball comes in, and it will be in possession of the Bulldogs. I think he might have got a little too far ahead of himself. Yep. Say got the big crossover, and you kind of heard the ooh starting to echo in here from the crowd, and came in a little bit too hot, a little bit too strong on the lay-in attempt. But a good move nonetheless for Owen Schmidt. He's got 5. He is the leading scorer. Lachlan McRae has 3. And Schmidt will check out. Talon Langford will check back in. He missed a good portion of that first quarter after picking up his second personal foul, going hard on the defense underneath against Colton Collum. He's back out there, and it's Leo Schoenberger. He'll be going up against down low for Tongi. Another tight defensive effort here for the Chieftains, and that's a turnover. It goes off of Collum as Jason Byrne clapping his hands, liking the way it's going so far here for the Chieftains. Looking to avenge that double-digit loss they had at the Dog Pound earlier, just a matter of weeks ago at Baldwin. Talon able to keep control. It ricochets off of somebody who was trying to go to McRae, who now tells Talon, bounce past that one to me. Don't chest pass it, kind of skip it into me. Ricocheted out of bounds. It stays here with the Chieftains. The first matchup between these two was supposed to be right around the new year. That got delayed due to weather, and they were supposed to play 6 days ago last Tuesday here inside of Chieftain Arena. That matchup also postponed due to the weather. So that kind of creates a situation here for the Chieftains where they play the games here tonight and they go on the road tomorrow at Ottawa to close out the regular season. Pretty tough slate for the boys team. You're facing number 4 in 4A here right now in Baldwin. You got the 1-point lead. Then you go face undefeated number 1 in 4A East in Ottawa in about 24 hours as Cooper Carr takes it coast to coast and gives the Bulldogs back the lead. Defense and offense there for Cooper Carr. He's now got 5. The Bulldog League is now 1 as we got about 5 and change to play until halftime. Plenty of time still to play here in the first half. Carlton skipping it to McRae. Little runner, hard off the glass. Out of bounds, and it had McRae. He goes off the sneaker of Carlton incidentally, and now here comes Schoenberger and the Bulldogs back the other way. Show fakes the give and lays it in. He had Creighton Frost, and he takes it himself instead. Leo Schoenberger finishes it for Baldwin. Their lead is now 3, and a quick 30-second timeout will come in here for Coach Casey Simmons and the Chieftains, trying to slow down this Baldwin momentum, wanting to talk some things over here a little bit as we step aside. Chieftain basketball tonight presented in part by the Tonganoxie Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audiobooks when you can stream them for free with a Tonganoxie library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. And also by Kansas City, Kansas Community College. KCC is in your backyard, whether you want to take classes in high school or after graduation. Check out how college can help you today at kckcc.edu, the official higher education partners of Tonganoxie Sports Live. So that early wave of Chieftain momentum that saw them have the lead the majority of that first quarter. They came into the second holding on to that 1-point lead. Now a quick little 4-0 spurt has the Bulldogs in front by 3. And this is a team that is very capable of, when they get on that little hot streak, they can go on a 10-12-0 run in the blink of an eye and all of a sudden have you back on your heels and reeling. That's something the Chieftains are trying to avoid in this game. Looking for an answer here on offense. Can potentially tie with the 3-ball. Carlton, foul is going to be on the floor. A nice move nonetheless. He thought,
nice little Euro step.
He thought he should be having a chance for an AM1 opportunity, but instead they call it a foul. The first of the game on Creighton Frost. Byrne on the inbounds, just lob it into Carlton. Frost right there on top of him. Hands to Schmidt in the near corner. Now to Gilmore at the wing. Talon, floater. Rattles in. Big one there, making a 1-point game.
Nice soft touch by Talon there to get that soft roll.
That's deflected. Jason Byrne, he is all over the place defensively.
Yeah, he's really hustling out there. Good job by Jason.
Scott and McLaughlin check in for Smazel and Frost, as those two will join out there with Schoenberger, Carr, and Collum underneath. Here's Collum fighting the double team. Carlton tying him up, and that'll give the ball over to Tonganoxie. We know Noah Carlton is.
Yeah, he's as tough as they come.
He comes in on the roster at 6 foot even. He's battling underneath with Collum, who's listed on the roster at 6'5". You got he and Schoenberger both at 6'5", and that just doesn't matter for Carlton as Langford knocks down the straightaway three.
And the Chieftains take the lead.
Hyping himself up as he crosses the half-court line. Back in front by 2 goes Tongi. Column underneath. Fade away over Carlton, offline.
Chieftains doing a good job of limiting Baldwin to 1 shot per possession.
Back in the hands of Talon from Leavenworth. My goodness. Right around the inscription on the court that says home of the Chieftains, just right in front of that. Over on the far side, Talon Langford goes back-to-back from downtown. He's got 8, and he's got his team back up by 5 as we step aside for 30 seconds on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
So I sold Talon about 2 points short. He's got 10, so already in double figures. Followed by Schmidt with 5, McRae with 3, Carlton with 2. Leading the way for the Chieftains. Back in front by 5 against the Baldwin Bulldogs. A pair of lead changes already in this game, and now another turnover.
5-second call.
Schoenberger took a little bit too long trying to get that pass off and away. In the hands of Rowe, drives in, loses his footing, and a travel. He was trying to kind of halt his momentum up at the last second. It was already a little too late. Jace Hout underneath, number 44. Big fella got in his way and was able to slow him down. Hout, the 6'4" senior for the Bulldogs. Sets the screen for Carr, hands to McLaughlin out into the far corner to Schoenberger. Out calling for it underneath. Schoenberger fakes the give. Nice move, just can't finish off the glass. A nice look nonetheless for Leo. As the Chieftains keep fighting for it, now in the hands of Rowe, courtesy of McRae. Hands off to Carlton coming across the timeline. Under 2 to go until halftime. Jason Byrd fires a 3, and he buries it. Do you believe in momentum, partner?
Yes.
It is fully on the side of Tonganoxie right now after being down by 3 to the Bulldogs, now back in front by 8. Schoenberger using that size to his advantage.
That's going to be an N1. I think they got Rowe on that, didn't they?
That's good by Schoenberger. Fouls on Rowe, his first.
Yep, first of the game on Rowe. Bucket is good for Leo Schoenberger. Using that big size, that reach to his advantage. Nicely done for Leo, trying to cap off the three-point play at the line. It goes a little long. McLaughlin tips it out, but he goes over the back in the process.
Yep.
Good box out by Rowe.
Easy call there.
A Smazel check back in for the Bulldogs. I believe you had Creighton Frost back in there as well, so those two joining out there with Scott and Carr and Hout. McRae, Byrne, Carlton, Rowe, and Schmidt. 5 out for the Chieftains. Out coming like a man out of nowhere. Meets McRae, but came on him just a little bit too hot. Big Jace will pick up his first foul.
Kind of a silly foul on him.
Fourth team foul for Baldwin. Only 2 in this second quarter for Tongi as McRae catches it, keeps the toes in, bounds like a receiver in football. He gives it back to Schmidt, and he's stripped as he's trying to go up. Wants a foul, but not going to get it. Here's Cooper Carr back the other way. Double team closing in. Travel called, not called. And it ends in a foul, nonetheless, on Baldwin, and it's going to be against Cooper Carr for his first of the game.
Called him for being over the back. That was a good call.
And this is you kind of tell that those kind of sequences right there. If you're a Baldwin player or a fan or a coach right now, those are the kind of things that just kind of continue to weigh on you. The more and more you go, and you start to think, you get the takeaway on the defensive end. You got numbers in transition, and then it's just a little helter-skelter, and then it's a foul nonetheless. That's the 5th team foul, so 2 free throws here for Anthony Rowe. I mean, those are the kind of things that could just continue to drag on you as the game goes along. As Anthony Rowe on this next free throw can make it an 8-point game. He does just that. Haven't seen too many 2-for-2 trips at the free throw line tonight in the girls' game. Both teams really going either 0-for-2 or 1-for-2, and Anthony Rowe goes 2-for-2 that time around. Underneath to Hout, goes to work underneath, and an offensive foul. Noah Carlton in defense underneath, hits the deck, and the whistle comes in on Hout for his second foul.
Hout looked like a linebacker there. Just took him out.
So Jace Hout now has to come out of the game as he has his 2 personal fouls. Baldwin already has made 9 substitutions in this first half. Driving a kick out, McRae to Schmidt. Little long, but there's McRae on the board. Byrne for 3, that one's offline. Schmidt still fighting for it into the far corner. Third opportunity here for the Chieftains with some quick numbers. McRae for 3, no. Byrne, a 4th opportunity. You're pulling your hair out right now if you're Coach Blanchett. Can you get more helter-skelter than this? I'm not sure. After all that, it's going to be Baldwin basketball.
Tell you what, the Chieftains are just out hustling the Bulldogs right now.
That is definitely something you can say. And everybody would agree with you, especially on that sequence there. 4 opportunities it was for Tonganoxie.
Who's given up so much size.
Unfortunately, could not get any points off those 4 tries, though. Back to the way of the Bulldogs. Goes in what could be their final possession of the first half, currently down by 8. Smazel working it around. There's Smazel on the drive, knocked away again. Jason Byrne, he has been so quick with the hands defensively tonight. Now you have Nick Johnson also out there for Baldwin. So making it even 10 different players subbing in today for Baldwin as it is taken away. So now about 12 seconds coming up for Tongi. McRae calls out the offense that he wants. He says, I got this. Rowe, extra pass. Carlton McRae wants it. He goes underneath to Rowe, banks it in. And just like the end of the first quarter ended in a point in the paint for Baldwin, it ends with points in the paint for Tonganoxie, courtesy of Anthony Rowe.
And a 10-point lead.
What a nice feed. Beautiful assist from Noah Carlton. And it does take that Chieftain lead to 10. 27-17. They have number 4 in 4A, Baldwin, on their heels and on the ropes right now, as we will break down this first half and more when we return with the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information, and become a member today by visiting their website, TonganoxieBusinessAssociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus, or go to tongirec.org.
Family-owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a fifth-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be to breed-specific trim or an adorable, cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities in space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Back here, halftime on Tonganoxie Sports Live. A 10-point lead for Tonganoxie. 27-17 over the Baldwin Bulldogs, the number 4 team in 4A East. As the Chieftains are in the catbird seat right now to pull off a big upset. As we will break down the first half now, the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show. White Birch Properties and their team are ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007 to speak to one of their agents today. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan here. Go through the point totals real quick, and I'll turn it over to you as numbers that jump out to you. I think I already know the couple you're going to be going to, but I'll save that for you. We start first with the Bulldogs total. You got Boyle with 2 points, Carr with 5, Schoenberger with 4, and Collum, big man underneath, with just 6 points. That is all the 17 points total for Baldwin, shooting 8 of 21% as a team, 38.1% from the field, and 1 of 7 from downtown, 14.3%. As for Tonganoxie, you have Jason Byrne with 3 points. Talon Langford leading all scorers with 10 points, 4 of 5 from the field for him, 2 of 3 from 2, 2 of 2 from downtown, and both of his 3 balls have been from pretty well NBA downtown. They have been pretty long-range shots that we know that he can make, and make in bunches when he gets hot. Outside they got Lachlan McRae with 3, Owen Schmidt with 5. He had the hot hand early in the first quarter. All of those 5 points happening there, and Anthony Rowe with 4. Tonganoxie shooting 10 of 23 from the field, 43.5%, and 5 of 12 from downtown. That's 41.7%, and our 2 for 2 so far from the free throw line. Very small sample size, just 3 total free throws between both of these teams in that first half. That's how we get to a 10-point lead here for Tonganoxie.
Yeah, the big thing that jumps out to me, partner, we talked about how the Bulldogs have a big size advantage. Well, the Chieftains out-rebounded them 19-8. So
yes,
they're plus 11 in the rebound margin. And the thing that really jumps out at me is the Chieftains have 6 offensive rebounds, and Baldwin only has 1. So that's one of the big reasons that the Chieftains were able to get out to this 10-point lead at halftime. And, there's no question the Chieftain players had just outplayed Baldwin. I mean, they were getting all the 50-50 balls. They were hustling. They're diving on the floor. They were doing it all. They had the momentum the whole time.
I think that one of the final possessions there towards the end of the second quarter, where Tonganoxie was running around, it was 4 chances that they were able to get, get a rebound, shot miss, get a rebound, shot miss, and just keep hustling around. It was pretty spectacular, and I'm sure that's a key point that head coach Don Blanchett and his Baldwin staff were talking about in the halftime locker room. It says, look, fellas, if we, if we're going to get out hustled like that, we're going to get run out of the gym here tonight. So definitely you're going to be looking for the Bulldogs to be going after those 50-50 balls a little bit harder in this second half. But another thing that's, we talk about the defensive effort for Tonganoxie, and they're giving up size. We talk about Collum and Schoenberger especially coming in at 6'5". At Tonganoxie, they're just on the roster. They're a short team. The tallest guy being Anthony Rowe at 6'2", listed on the roster. Outside of that, they're under that, right around that 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot margin. So historically this season, when we've seen a guy that's 6'5" underneath, like Collum or Schoenberger, we've seen them have double figures and just tear apart this team. And we said that zone defense, that's going to be probably the best thing if you and I were the head coaches, but that's why we're not the head coaches of this team, because Coach Simmons trusts in his team. They love to play man-to-man defense. That's what they opened up with here today, and I think they've done an exceptional job, beyond an exceptional job so far. Especially when the big fella's underneath. I didn't mean to step on your toes there, but also when you're looking at Cooper Carr, when you're holding him to 5 points in the first half too, that's tremendous defensive effort.
That is, and I shout out to Noah Carlton. I mean, to tell you, he's just been a beast down low, battling for everything, boxing out, getting the rebounds. He's just he's been very impressive that first half.
Everybody has been out hustling for Tonganoxie. Like we said, they've been beating Baldwin to the vast majority of these 50-50 balls, out-rebounding the Bulldogs 19-8 in that first half, and on the offensive boards 6-1 as well. Out-rebound on the defensive boards as well, 13-7. Shooting 43% from the field was Tonganoxie, 38% was Baldwin. There's still 2 more quarters to play here, and this Baldwin team, they're going to be coming out with a fire in their belly. They're going to be looking to come out and try to come from behind to put this game away in the second half. Meanwhile, for Tonganoxie, this could be a really big key milestone season-making win for them. If they can hold on to win and take that winning streak in league play to 3 games in a row before the regular season finale on the road tomorrow night at Ottawa. Let's see if the Chieftains can hold on, up by 10 on the Bulldogs, 27-17. We'll be back with the second half action next, as you've been watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show.
Your home for live local sports. Varsity Sports Live delivers professional level coverage with high quality video and broadcasters that know your schools and community.
Touchdown, Tonganoxie!
With the support of local businesses, you never pay to watch Varsity Sports. Live, local, free high school sports coverage. That's Varsity Sports Live.
Grass gets it away. Moore's down the middle. And he makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Keep up with the action at varsitysportslive.com. Live, local, free high school sports.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, April Air, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Baldwin will open up in control with the basketball. Start of this second half, start of the third quarter. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. I've been watching along here on Tonganoxie Sports Live or via the simulcast over on Baldwin Sports Live. So glad each and every one of you have taken time out of your Monday night to enjoy some very entertaining basketball games so far as Leo Schoenberger opens up the scoring in the third.
Yeah, that's going to be the emphasis for this Baldwin team, is to score in the paint. think they called that on the floor.
Foul on the floor. Colton Collin picking up his first foul, first team foul for Baldwin. Deflection by Smazel on the inbounds, but still able to control Schmidt. Same starting five that started the game out there for Tonganoxie. Same for the Bulldogs. Langford, hesitation move, kicks it out. Byrne on the way from three, too strong. And Collin able to gobble up that rebound before Schmidt could come over and contest. That's going to be a big key in the second half, if you ask me, is the three-point shooting for Tonga. They went 5 of 12 in that first half. Can you continue to keep that clip up? Because if the three ball goes cold in the second half, that's really going to open the door for Baldwin to cut into this, what was already a double-digit lead. It's now already down to 8, but that can really be a big thing for Baldwin to help get them back in control of this game. Quick movement here. Another three on the way, and another one offline. And a foul on Rowe and the shove in the back of Collin as he was anticipating that ball to come off the board.
That's the correct call. They need to try and keep Schoenberger under wraps here because that last bucket he had was way too easy. There comes a double team.
It just able to go through it, a hot knife through butter. Leo Schoenberger, all 4 points in this second half thus far. And you mentioned that double team coming over, and it was just not enough resistance to keep the big fella out of there. So now a 6-point game.
You just can't let him catch it that deep, though. And you can't turn it over.
That's out of the reach. I'm Coach Simmons. I'm taking the timeout, and right as I'm saying that, it's exactly what he does there. You can start to see the writings on the wall. That quick 4-0 run followed up by the turnover on the offensive end for Tongi will take that timeout for Coach Simmons. Both teams with 4 timeouts remaining as we go on with the rest of this game. Chieftain Athletics tonight presented in part by Crookham Construction, performing a wide variety of concrete construction and special project services throughout the area. They're hardworking people with small town family values. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com. Also by Grounded Coffee House, established in 2022. Grounded Coffee House serves great coffee with an even greater cause. To learn how you can help make a difference and to support, follow them on Facebook and check out their website, groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org. And we have, going to sound a little bit like a broken record here, but we've talked about so many times this year of how often the Chieftains wave of momentum in the first half, 8, 10, 12-point lead going into halftime or shortly after, early in the third quarter, and too many times this season have let teams get back into the ball game and have even dropped too many of those games than they would have liked to. Looking to have that not be the case here tonight as Schmidt gets that board on the missed three from Boyle. He goes down to the ground. A foul comes in on Smazel.
Good hustle there by Owen.
He kind of fell down a little awkwardly there. Glad to see he's up, moving around okay. Chieftains looking for their first points here in the second half. And they're not going to come there on that long three from Talon. They outscored the Bulldogs 15-6 in the second quarter. Part of capping off, taking that 10-point lead into halftime with them as Schoenberger ahead of steam, and Talon will use that to his advantage. Plants the feet, digs into the hardwood floor, and takes the shot from Schoenberger right into the chest as he draws the charge. Second foul on Leo.
Just a tough play by Talon there. Chieftains need to score here. They're going to get Schoenberger with that?
They will. That's two
his
quick
third.
fouls. Yep. So now that will bring in Nick Johnson along with Jackson Wood, number 4.
They really have some height in there now.
Schoenberger stays out there. 27-21. Schmidt trying to change it here. Not going to happen. Rebound pulled down. Cooper Carr Up the floor he goes to Schoenberg. He's got all points in the second half for Baldwin. He finds a wide open look here for Rude, and he knocks it down. His first shot coming off the bench. Jackson Rude, catch and shoot. The junior, 5'11" on this roster for the Bulldogs. His first actions in this game.
7-0 run.
Takes it to a 3-point game. Carlton, nice.
Nicely done. You need to have more of that. And not quite so many three-pointers jacked up.
Johnson back to Schoenberger up top. Now back in the hands of Johnson. Up top to Rude. Just had the three on the last possession. Cooper Carr, quiet night thus far. Just 5 points in that first half. Net scoreless so far here in the third, about halfway through.
Good weak side help there by, who was it? Yeah, number 2.
Jason Byrne.
Jason Byrne.
About a handful of times already where he's been able to get a hand in there, knock a ball loose. Created a couple of turnovers tonight. This one stays with the Bulldogs. Johnson, entry pass off the shin of Carlton. It stays down here, looking to go down low to Colton Collum.
Oh, yeah, that's the emphasis. They want to go low.
No doubt about it.
To the tall guys.
No doubt.
Kind of got some twin towers out there playing right now.
Third chance here for the Bulldogs as it's lobbed into Carr. Pull up at the free throw line, silky smooth.
Yeah, he's got a nice shot.
Back to a one-possession game. Chieftains still with the lead by 3. Talon takes it in, takes the contact, almost takes out a cheerleader in the process. No harm, no foul, or anybody outside of Leo Schoenberger, and that's number 4.
That was smart by Talon just to take it right at the big guy.
Well, decision time as Ethan Smazel is the one to, he's going to be ready to check back in at this next stoppage. Talon's first free throw rattles in and out. Rowe checks in for the Chieftains. Smazel checks in for the Bulldogs. Schmidt and Schoenberger are going to be the 2 to check out of the game.
Very low-scoring game.
No, but if this is a game, if Tongi, you're drawing it up. If you want it to win, you need it to be a low-scoring game.
That's what I was just going to say. Tongi's mudding it up, and that's exactly where they want the game.
Right on. Approaching 3.5 to play here in the third quarter. It's been a good one. 3 on the way, no good. Colton Collum.
Yeah, you like to see that big guy shooting out there.
Coach Blanchard telling him on the way down the floor, trying to move that inside a little bit, just like Talon doing it right there. Have a night on senior night.
Yes, he is.
Lee Knoll scores 13 points. Chieftains starting to answer.
Let them shoot it out there.
Smazel back to Carr, head fake, Talon on him as he drives to the right.
Talon's done a good job on him.
Smazel contested by Langford off the backboard with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Great defensive stand for Tongi.
Yep, they're still out hustling them.
Carlton up the floor, finds McRae, hot knife through butter in the lane, and he gets it to go. Lachlan McRae, the Dark Knight of the Tongi Chieftains.
Gotta love it.
I don't know if you saw last week, they photoshopped him in the movie poster of The Dark Knight, the Batman movie. Christopher Nolan. It was pretty sweet. Carr's 3 offline, saving it as Smazel. Shot way offline for Rude, just trying to force something up there. Here comes Tongi. Talon. Carlton underneath, got by Rude and able to finish it. And can we see a timeout here taken for Coach Don Blanchard and the Bulldogs? They back down by 10 after they had it to a 3-point game on a 7-0 run coming out of the halftime locker room.
Now the Chieftains on a run of their own.
Have their footing back underneath them, do the Chieftains. Coach Blanchard going to let his team try to play it out. Let them try to figure it out. Number 4 team in 4A. And now here's that timeout coming in. 13 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be a full timeout, and we'll take it with them. Tonganoxie showing out on senior night tonight. Looking to pull off the upset of the Bulldogs. 1:41 still to play in the third. You're watching Chieftain basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Coming out of the timeout, down the other end of the floor. That last timeout taken by Baldwin. There's 10 seconds and counting on the shot clock. So got to get something going up here quick. It's in the hands of Cooper Carr. Looking to pass it off. He finds it here. Now back in the hands of Carr. Shot clock violation. And I'm not entirely sure, because we mentioned on that last scoring possession for Tongi, do you take the timeout here if you're Baldwin? Back down by 10. They let time go until 13 seconds. Then the timeout came in. And I'm not sure. I know Coach Don Blanchett, he's led his team to on the verge of a 3rd straight state appearance this year. I imagine that had to come up during that timeout, saying 13 seconds. We got to work fast here. But time runs out on the Bulldogs. Lachlan can't score at the other end. So here's a chance now. That 3 offline. Into the far corner it goes. Carlton has it. Goes knocked down to the ground. It stays here with the Bulldogs. He had Cooper Carr running it down alongside Logan Scott.
Yeah, but Noah Carlton got to that ball first.
Oh, yeah. That could have been an easy rebound. Carr collects it, hands to Scott, or vice versa. But instead, number 13 in white coming in and making things not so easy. Muddying the waters up. I think you said that earlier. That's exactly what Tongi has been doing tonight. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd. Carr, pull up, no good. This time, Smozzle flies in and creates a second chance for the Bulldogs. And he hands it to McLaughlin. Second chance points. Approaching 10 on the shot clock. McRae, ISO, guarded by Carr. Trying to go down underneath, taken away. Smozzle trying to do some work here late for the Bulldogs, and he draws the foul on Jet Gilmore. 2 free throws coming for Ethan Smozzle. Looking to bring the Bulldogs to 30 points. Two big free throws here for Ethan Smozzle as he will look to make it a 2-point game again, as both teams will be making substitutions after this first free throw. On the way from the southpaw Smozzle, and he gets it to go. Talon Langford checks in for Tonganoxie, and you have Jackson Rood and Nick Johnson both checking in for Baldwin. Anthony Rowe will be the one to check out for Tongi. It'll be Collum and McLaughlin to check out for the Bulldogs. Second free throw looming here for Ethan Smozzle. Knocked down the first attempt. It's in the air, takes a couple of bounces and falls in. So now a 6-point lead for Tongi. That ends their little run to answer the 7-0 run for the Bulldogs as they headed at a 3-point contest early in this 3rd. Gilmore on the head fake, back to Carlton. Crossing over on Smozzle, put the shot up offline as clock was winding down. A forced shot to end the 3rd quarter. And Baldwin, you could not ask for a much better 3rd quarter. They started out strong, and even after being back down by 10, able to close out the 3rd quarter strong. 6-point game as we head to the 4th and final quarter coming up on Tongi Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
So eerily similar to how the first matchup went as we head to the fourth quarter. And the first time it was the Bulldogs that were holding on to about a 5-point lead. It's the Chieftains that now hold on to a 6-point lead. Baldwin was able to go on a quick 11-0 run to start the fourth quarter in the last matchup to close out the win. Tonganoxie looking to do the same here and close out a big upset. Be considered one of the biggest upsets in 4A, at least in the 2025 portion of the season. Baldwin currently the 4th ranked team in 4A East, as here's a turnover on this possession, trying to skip it down low. Baldwin currently being one of the top 4 teams in the state, or in 4A. That means they would be one of the teams that would be able to host the sub-state championship game. The top seeds ahead of them. You got Ottawa at number 1, and Rock Creek at 2, Chanute at 3, Bulldogs at 4.
And now we know, again, how important these free throws are here in the fourth quarter.
Yep. In the girls' game, the Chieftains lost by 11. They missed 12 free throws in the game. Like we mentioned, though, it is really, it's asking a little too much to say you're going to go out and go 100%. Anything less is not good, but definitely need to capitalize when you get the chances to. And Talon goes 1 for 2 on that trip. 7-point lead for Tonganoxie. Smazel, tight defense by Gilmore, trying to shake him off, finds it to Collum. Underneath he goes to Schoenberger, and a whistle comes in, and a hold will be called on Carlton, trying to deny that entry pass, looking to hold his own underneath against Schoenberger. Only the 2nd foul on Carlton. Jason Byrne checks in for Jet Gilmore for Tonganoxie. Looking through our personal fouls outside of, on the Tonganoxie side, nobody with more than 2. You got Collum with 3, Schoenberger with 4 for Baldwin. So those will be huge to keep an eye on as we go along. An open look at the free throw line, left short by Smazel. Here's McRae and the Chieftains back the other way. Ethan Smazel picking the pocket though, however, and one solid motion. He kept the foot inside the baseline over on the far side. Takes one away for Tonganoxie, steals a possession. Now underneath to Collum, goes through Carlton, a little bit too much. Or underneath, that's Schoenberger, and that's it. Leo Schoenberger has fouled out of this game for Baldwin. I thought initially it was Collum underneath, but it is on Schoenberger, so he is fouled out of the game. And there's the first really big domino to fall as far as foul trouble.
Yeah, no question.
That's a huge loss underneath for Baldwin. They have guys that can help kind of patch the hole up, don't get me wrong, but it is really hard to replace a Leo Schoenberger when he fouls out. It stays a 7-point Chieftain lead. Leo leaving the game as the leading scorer with 8 points for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, shout out to Noah Carlton there for standing his ground and taking that charge.
Now travel here on Tonganoxie, turning it over. So a lot more attention is going to be focused underneath to Collum. You also have McLaughlin in there. He's going to try to help Collum out as much as he can underneath. And now this could be a point in the game for the Bulldogs. You could start to rely on your junior point guard, Cooper Carr, who's got 7 points so far, and maybe he can come through with some big buckets and some big points for the team. He's got the ball in his hands right now, in the paint, trying to do something with it. Can't finish with the left hand. Now Owen Schmidt takes the board.
Yeah, he was trying to do too much there.
You could tell we talk about his teammates starting to maybe feel like he can start to produce a little more. You know, he's telling that to himself too. He holds himself to a high standard. That last shot a little bit forced. See what they can come up with on this possession. Underneath they go to Column. Gets around Talon Langford. Just kind of beat him in positioning a little bit there. As Talon just had to surrender those 2 points, trying to stay out of any more foul trouble. Back to a 5-point game. Under 6 to go. McRae finds Carlton. Up and over McLaughlin, able to go. Column just a half step behind on the help defense coming from the other side. And Noah Carlton able to finish it, the senior for Tonganoxie. Seniors getting it done tonight on senior night.
Yeah, no question. That it just amazes me how Noah's able to get those shots up over those trees in there.
Smozzle a big 3, and it's splashdown for Ethan Smozzle. Keeps the Bulldogs in it, a 4-point game. Chieftains trying to hold on, looking for their 3rd straight win and hand the Bulldogs their 2nd straight loss. Coming up, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Good give and go. Owen Schmidt able to finish it.
Awesome.
Gave it to Carlton, and just as fast, Carlton gave it right back to him, able to finish it with the lay-in with the right hand.
Back to a 6-point lead.
Smozzle drives, too strong. Ricocheted around, and the Bulldogs will have a second chance. Did it hit the rim, though? It did not, so it continues. 10 seconds, shot put up, no good. And a rebound snagged down by Talon Langford. Strong grabs it with 2 hands. And now Tongi will slow things down as they will take this game under 4 to go. In the catbird seat right now, a 6-point lead. Schmidt inside. Clean block by Smozzle. Now a foul comes in.
Late call.
That's why I said clean blocks. I thought initially they were just going to let it go. It was pretty bang. Second foul of the game on Ethan Smozzle. 2 big free throws for Owen Schmidt.
Yeah, Owen needs to knock these down.
He was the one that had the hot hand early for the Chieftains in the first quarter. Kind of got it started on the right foot for him. And he knocks down on the front end of 2 crucial free throws. He can make it an 8-point game again. Schmidt takes his time, second on the way. Hard iron, burn. Oh, somehow he had that board. It was knocked loose, and Carlton there to collect. I don't know how Jason Byrne came out of it. There were 3 purple jerseys around him. Now McRae gets his own board off the glass. 3 chances, and it does not go for Tongi. Stays a 7-point lead. Carr on the drive, foul on the floor. Stops the clock, 3 minutes, 29 seconds in the game.
Who was that on?
First foul of the game on Lachlan McRae. They give it to Schmidt. Still first foul of the game for Owen nonetheless. Carr into the near corner now underneath, trying to go to Column. And they'll get another foul underneath, this time to Talon Langford. This has been a very physical game down low. Don't tell the Chieftains that they've been giving up 2, 3, 4 inches to the Bulldogs tonight. They've been battling hard tonight. Here's a catch and shoot 3 on the inbounds in the near corner. Logan Scott, the biggest shot as he has made this season, arguably.
Yeah, it's a big 3 by him.
Makes it a 4-point game, approaching 3 to go. Coming around left to right. Schmidt takes it from Carlton, and he kicks it down the drive. Jason Byrne able to knock it down. Baldwin benches contesting, saying should have been a travel call, but don't get the whistle. They get a Jason Byrne 3 instead, and back to a 7-point Chieftain lead. Boyle drives. He finds him again. No good. Carr able to tip it. Has it. Finds it to Frost. Far corner three. It goes. Creighton Frost able to answer. Both teams trading off haymakers. Under 2.5 to go in the game. This is Frontier League basketball at its best.
Been quite a game.
McRae skips it to Schmidt underneath. Goes up strong on Collum and another foul.
Now you got to hit these free throws.
Yeah, Collum, and you have Carr in the area. Who are they going to give it to? It will be against Carr for his third.
Schmidt's at the line, shooting 2.
2 free throws for Owen Schmidt. Ethan Smazel checking back in. Gus Boyle will check out. 2 minutes, 8 seconds, 46-41 ball game. Pending this second free throw from Owen Schmidt. In the air and good. The lead is 6. Tonganoxie took the lead in the first half, has held it all throughout this second half. Cooper Carr, too strong on the three. Smazel able to get that board, took it away from Schmidt and Langford. Into the hands of Collum. Carr for three again, no good. Long rebound, wisely Talon will let it go out of bounds for Tonganoxie, as they will have control of the basketball. 1:45 to go in the game. Nick Johnson checks in for Creighton Frost, and you will also have Jackson Rude checking in, and he will bring out Logan Scott. I'll throw this out here too. 4 team fouls for Baldwin, 3 team fouls for Tonganoxie. So I imagine bonus free throws are going to be a part of this game as we go along. Lachlan able to save it, nearly a turnover. That was Nick Johnson almost able to take it away for the Bulldogs. Lachlan Johnny on the spot, able to collect and save as they could take it under a minute and a half. Drives left on Smazel, does Lachlan. Stops at the elbow, rifles it to Schmidt right near our side. Back up near the top to Lachlan. Smazel puts it on the ground. Schmidt able to control. Under 10 on the shot clock. Lachlan, mid-range, offline, did not hit rim. Got to get something up here quick. Back in the heads. Lachlan 3, hit short. Schmidt second. Oh my goodness, did it grace the rim? Did it grace the rim? They're going to say it did grace the rim. A foul comes in here. Head coach Don Blanchard for Baldwin is contesting it. Did not hit the rim. And I got to tell you, that is, ooh, so close.
It looked like it hit the rim.
If it hit the rim, it grazed it barely on its way down. But it works, so it saves the Chieftains from the shot clock violation. The foul came in on the first free throw from Carleton, falls off the iron on Nick Johnson. He picked up his first personal. More rapid substitutions here for the Bulldogs. 1:05 to go in the game. Chieftains up by 6. Second one from Noah, good. Both teams with three timeouts to take as well. McLaughlin near corner, good from 3. Gary McLaughlin, that's about what you wanted right there if you're the Bulldogs. A quick 3. Under a minute to play, 56.5 seconds. Back to a 4-point game. It's only a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. And
you got a good one, partner.
Man, we've had some great ones. With the girls' game today, it was coming down. Highly competitive second half. Bulldogs able to pull away late in that one with bonus free throws. They end up winning by 11. Tonganoxie was down in that game by 22 points, and they got within, I believe, at 1.5. It was as close as they got, but it was a highly competitive matchup. This one's been tight from the start. Tonganoxie took the lead in the first half, about halfway through, has held on to it the entirety of this game, but the Bulldogs have threatened multiple times. They were down 10 at halftime. They came out on a quick 7-0 run. It was a one-possession game, and a lot of that was charged by Leo Schoenberger. He had the first 4 points of the third quarter. And Tonganoxie, so many times this season, we've seen them with those double-digit leads. The team starts to surge, and they have a hard time putting it off. This time, Tonganoxie found their own footing, built their lead back up to 10, and it's just been doing what they need to do necessary to keep this lead against the Bulldogs. Looking to close it out, now under 50 seconds away. Playing a little keep away here.
Yeah, good job.
Coming up 20 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul will put Tonganoxie at the free throw line. And a timeout comes in here. Baldwin wanted to travel, but a timeout comes in from Coach Simmons. Coach Blanchett still trying to contest and protesting. That was a travel call, and the timeout coming in, bailing out the Chieftains. A full timeout will take it with them. 4-point ball game between the Chieftains and the Bulldogs on Tonganoxie Sports Live when we return.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information.
Inbounds play here. Town will trigger it in for Tonganoxie. 37.2 seconds. It's in to Schmidt. 3 purple jerseys collapse in. And a foul will send Owen to the line. Shot clock will be off the remainder of this game.
If the Chiefs can hit their free throws down the stretch here, they're going to win this game.
You're still up 4, so a 2-possession lead. I know it's technically you could get 4 points on 1 possession. You need a 3 ball, and you need to get fouled, and you need to go to the line, but I still call it a 2-possession game right now. 2 free throws, big ones for Owen, and he misses on the front end. That last foul they gave to Smozzle, so that's his 3rd. More rapid substitutions here for the Bulldogs. Owen looking to collect, take a deep breath, knock down on the back end. We might see another quick timeout taken for Tonganoxie if he makes it, and he does. Nothing will be taken. 2 timeouts remaining for both teams, approaching 30 seconds. McLaughlin looking to go back to back. Can't do it. Rebound. Talon has it for the Chieftains. He's wrapped up and fouled. They want to jump ball as the Bulldogs. I would have kept it down here with them, but it's really hard to call a jump ball when you got a guy that's completely wrapped around one of your legs.
Talon can make some big free throws here.
Langford at the line shooting 2.
That was the first foul of the game on Rude. Tonganoxie, they can start to taste it right now. Need to finish strong here. 21.9 still to play. With the lead only at 5, we have seen a lot of crazy things happen in sport. This game is not over.
Oh, no.
Big free throw here. Looking to make it 6. He does. Of all nights on senior nights, Talon Langford stepping up big for the Chieftains with 15 points, leading scorer in the game. Pull up 3 for Carr. Hit. No. Cooper Carr, we've been waiting. Just how long can the Chieftains limit him in his game? And when they need him the most, 14.5 seconds to go. He buries that 3. We're back to a 1-possession game, 50-47. Baldwin trying to get back into this one and avoid the upset.
Timeout, Baldwin, full timeout.
Full timeout as we step aside once more here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery in Lansing.
Inbounds here. Chieftains got to get in safely, and they do. Got to get it across the timeline, avoid the turnover, too. Simmons might take a timeout. No, they turn it over. Carr for three, breaks it in. Oh, my goodness, you are kidding me. What just happened?
He was fouled, too, wasn't he?
A chance to take the lead on a 4-point play from Cooper Carr. No way that just happened. No way that just happened. Where was the timeout? Cooper Carr when you need him the most.
Yep.
Single-handedly has erased this 6-point deficit for the Bulldogs and can give them the lead at the free throw line. Oh my goodness. One of the top players in the state doing what he does best. I am in shock. And I'm seeing a lot of other faces around that are Tongi fans that look just like mine right now.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, hats off to Carr because he just stepped up and hit 2 big threes.
Wow. And the fact that we were just talking about with the Chieftains having the 4-point lead, and I had mentioned that I don't consider when it's a 4-point game, calling it a one-possession game because you need a 3, you need to make it, and you need to get fouled, and you need to make the free throw. Cooper Carr's a free throw away from serving me up some crow. What a shot, what a moment. Cooper Carr can give the Bulldogs their first lead since the first quarter. He's now got 13. Big free throw on the way. It's in the air. He rattles it in. Schmidt for the win. Doesn't go. Rebound, pulled down, and the Bulldogs will escape with a win. Spoiling senior night for the Chieftains. Cooper Carr put on his Superman cape and gets it done for Baldwin.
That's a heartbreaker for the Chiefs.
That is an absolute heartbreaker. Number 4 team in 4A East. You have them on the ropes. You have them on life support. And Cooper Carr in the very end was bottled up, was limited for the most of this game. He had 7 points before that quick little 7-0 run that he just had. He single-handedly erased that 6-point deficit and gave the Bulldogs the win tonight. There is no other way to put it. Cooper Carr gets it done.
Yeah, you just have to take your hat off to that young man.
Man, oh man.
He made it happen.
Brothers Market post-game show. You can check out their weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com. Brothers Market, where they treat you like family. Man, oh man, point totals. Cooper Carr, got to start with him. 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 2, 3 of 6 from downtown. None bigger than those 2 he made down the stretch. 14 points on the night for him, 8 rebounds. You had Boyle with 2, Rude with 3, Smazel with 5, Schoenberger with 8 after he fouled out of the game, shooting about 50% from the field, 4 of 6 from 2, 4 of 8 total from the field. 5 for McLaughlin, 3 for Scott, 8 for Collum, and 3 for Frost. Hout, the only Baldwin Bulldog without a point in this one. He and Johnson, number 5. For Tonganoxie, yeah, Jason Byrne with 6, Talon Langford with 15, Noah Carlton with 9, Lachlan McRae with 5, Owen Schmidt with 11, Anthony Rowe with 4. And man, partner, you know, our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game, you know, it's we give it to Chieftains every time.
Yeah.
But I don't know how can it not go to Cooper Carr tonight?
Yeah.
If you're if this might be the one night we give it to co-players, and it's got to be Talon for Tongi and Cooper Carr for the Bulldogs. Am I wrong in my assumption there?
You're absolutely right. And, but those seniors played their hearts out tonight. They have nothing to hang their head about. I mean, that's a heartbreaking, gut-wrenching loss, but I'm telling you what, they showed out on senior night, partner.
Showed out on senior night. No doubt about it. We'll put the logo up there. Talon Langford, our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game. Honorable mentions going to Cooper Carr of the Bulldogs. Midwest Carpet Center, they have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great pricing. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie or visit their website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more. This is the type of game where if you're watching a basketball game or any kind of game on like ESPN and you're following online, they have the metrics and the analytics and everything. And when you're getting close to a game, you see the projections of a team supposed to win. And Tongi, they were right up there, about 98, 99% close. And then all of a sudden just dropped down in the final seconds, literally the final 7 seconds of the game. Tongi played their hearts out and played against – we're talking about a team that more than likely is going to be making a third straight trip to Salina and are one of the contenders for a state title this year in 4A. And I know this season hasn't gone the way of Tongi. We have said it many times, though, that record of theirs, it now will drop to 5-14. They're 2-11 in Frontier League play. Baldwin, to wrap up on their coverage tonight, 16-3, 11-2 in Frontier League play. They're back in the win column after having their 7-game winning streak snapped. Tongi has their 2-game winning streak snapped tonight. They're going to be back on the road tomorrow night against number 1 and undefeated in 4A East, the Ottawa Cyclones. But, man, I'm almost as heartbroken up here and I know I'm not. I don't have as near as gain or pull in that game as any of those seniors and any of the players and any of the guys in that locker room right now. But, this was a game that they played the Bulldogs early in the first matchup back in January down in Baldwin City, and they come in here tonight riding hot on that 2-game winning streak, and it wouldn't really surprise anybody if Baldwin walked out of here with a 30-plus point lead, running clock in the fourth quarter, spoiling senior night. That wouldn't have surprised anybody, but the fact that the Chieftains came out, I would say played their best game of the year.
Yeah,
many times have we talked about they played great first 2 quarters, struggle in the third, and by the time the fourth quarter comes along, the momentum is just too far gone with the other team. It's really hard for them to make that comeback. We saw that start to happen again. Bulldogs got back within 3, but the Chieftains were able to answer. They found ways to offer counter punches and counter measures. They built that lead back up to 10. They held it from about halfway through the first quarter all the way through this contest, and we're 7 seconds away potentially from pulling off this ginormous upset. The thing that I'm going to look to on that inbounds is that Tongi had 2 timeouts. I'm surprised the timeout wasn't taken there to avoid the turnover, and it was Carr that took it away, got around the Tongi defender right at the 3-point line where he just made the first 3 prior to that to make it from a 6 to a 3-point game, knocks it down and is fouled, banks it in, and completes the 4-point play. I can count on my hand how many 4-point plays that I have seen this year, and I've seen 3.
Yeah.
With the one tonight included, and the fact that we were also just talking about 4-point plays and how rare they are to come by, and how just
and that's what the Bulldogs needed tonight to take these Chieftains
and
out.
That's exactly what it was. So if you're a Bulldog fan, or if you're a Baldwin Bulldog player right now, you're happy about the win, but you're also a little disappointed because you know that you bring that performance into a sub-state championship, sub-state, whatever. Yeah. If you win your sub-state, if you get to Salina, you know that's not going to get the job done. Right. But again, this Chieftain team with that record now at 5-14 overall, we've said the record doesn't speak to how good this team is. They have let a handful of games get away, and this should be about a 500-plus team tonight. And they let another one. Unfortunately, I'm not even going to say they let one get away. No. Baldwin just took it from them in the end.
They did.
But this is one that was going to be highly likely going down as a win. Who knows what this season would look like. If ifs and nuts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, is what Sheldon says on The Big Bang Theory.
Yep, that's
true.
Just
a tough loss when it's all said and done here for the Chieftains. But, short-term memory, because you're going to be going out and you're going to be facing the Ottawa Cyclones. And
who's beat this Baldwin team twice.
And Baldwin's lost 3 times this year, and Ottawa's beaten them twice. And Ottawa undefeated, #1 in 4A East. Another tough opponent tomorrow night. So got to be ready to face the Cyclones tomorrow on the road to close out the regular season. Girls game, as always, will start at 6 o'clock. Boys will follow at around 7. I'm saying more about 7:45 or so, because I know Ottawa's going to have their senior night festivities and stuff tomorrow night. So, but we'll be there. You and I will be there to close out the regular season, and then we'll just wait and see of postseason matchups and stuff. But that'll do it for us here tonight. Baldwin able to sweep the doubleheader tonight, and both the games in the regular season, the girls for Baldwin winning both games this regular season against the Lady Chieftains, and the boys team closing it out on the back of that final second 4-point play from Cooper Carr. Unreal stuff, what he was able to do here tonight, and Baldwin escapes with the victory outside of Chieftain Arena. We'll see you guys again here tomorrow night right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and to our fans over at Baldwin Sports Live. You guys got some really fun, entertaining teams, and for the boys team especially, wish you guys nothing but the best of luck.
Absolutely.
Moving forward, hope to see you guys again.
Rep the East
in Salina.
Rep the East down there.
Absolutely. Represent the East, represent the Frontier League. You guys are fun and very talented to watch, and hope you guys can get it done again this year. So that'll do it for us here tonight. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time here on your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.